We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bros. We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bros. We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bros. We would like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bros show. Let's go. We back. We back. What's going on, brothers? IP here, International Passport, with Mr. Theo Waff for yet another future classic. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are having a great day so far. Let's get a cracking, man. So, when you come in, brothers, please, of course, hit the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Likes are very important. Comment in the live stream chat. Comment when the stream ends. Hit the PayPal donations. Hit the super chats. That'll be greatly appreciated. Cop the merch. Join the Patreon if you need more info about traveling, IT, finance advice, etc., etc. And of course, how freaky foreign women get down in the bedroom. Also, join the Patreon too, the platinum tier, to go on an IT mentorship plan to help you get into IT. To join the IT bros when we travel around the world, meet women, experience new cultures, and of course have a great time too. So let's get a cracking, man. In this live stream, okay, we shall be discussing cryptocurrency, crypto. In the past couple of weeks, crypto has slightly, made that kind of mini run, okay? But before we go down into it deeply, we got Theo Waff here, the legend, the ultimate passport bro, the one and only. Theo, how you doing, bro?
Doing good. I'm having fun. Again, I have an ulcer, so I'm on medication right now. I'm still a little bit high, but I'll concentrate. I'll do my best. At least I can drink water, so it's good.
Awesome, bro. Hope you get better and heal from that, Theo. We need you in tip top shape, brother. Good to see you healthy, brother. Okay, we need you back up to speed. Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
awesome, bro. So, Theo, give us a brief intro about who you are, where you're from, before we start the show, bro.
Okay. So I'm Theo Lapp. I'm part of the Black Manosphere. Been a part of the Manosphere since 2010. I think I speak 4 languages. I've lived in over 40 countries. I've been to over 40 countries. I've lived long term in 3 other countries, so 16 in Japan, one Russia, 1 year in France, at least 3 months in other countries like Melbourne, like Australia, um, what, Hong Kong, London. London isn't a country, but UK, um, and Singapore. 2 months in other countries, various other countries like Brazil. Um, so I've been around the world many times. Work in financial. I work in IT. I work usually for financials, global financials if possible. I focus on security. In fact, cloud security. Of course, I teach cloud as well. Yes, you teach Python. I teach cloud. I'm here basically in order to tell men about what it's like to be married abroad, have relationships abroad, to leave the West, not only from the point of view of dating, but in the point of view of living, of having a great life abroad, and making sure that the United States or the West is a foreign country, not the place that you're tied to. That's it for me. Having a pretty good life here. What can I say?
And may you have a greater life, Theo. Awesome, man. So, brothers, I'm out here at International Passport, one of the travel founders, or let's say the passport movement founders, doing this for many years now, trying to get brothers out there, and we're doing great work, Mister Me and Theo, and we hope to continue doing more great work to change lives and help you live the life you want to live and reach your true potential. So let's get straight into it. Cryptocurrency. I'm sure we all know what this is. what you've probably heard about it before. You probably dabble here and there. But the reason why I have decided to have this stream is because crypto, I saw back in 2017, back in 2020 and 2021, it changed many people's lives. People became millionaires overnight. And this kind of phenomenon is something that we have not seen for many, many years, unless you get lucky with a penny stock in the stock market. But most people don't know what's going on there with penny stocks. Crypto has given people a new avenue to become rich and wealthy, and of course, generate wealth. As passport bros, I believe that it's very important that we get into crypto. We utilize crypto to our advantage because this is where the wealth is going to be made. It's unlikely you become wealthy in a job. It's unlikely you become wealthy working a government job or doing a 9 to 5. You need to make sure you see what options are out there. And crypto is that particular option where it can change many people's lives. So I've got Mr. Theo Waff here, I've got myself here, and we're gonna have brothers here calling later on to break down what's gonna happen in the next few months. So from now until 2024, okay, in 2024 next year, around April, May, there's something called the Bitcoin halving happening. And every time that happens, the bull market starts to run. However, that's a good 5 or 6 months away. In the last 2 weeks, crypto has suddenly kind of popped off. Bitcoin has crossed the 35,000 mark. Ethereum is also making moves. Even XRP in the last couple of days has started making moves. We need to start having these discussions here when it comes to building wealth and making life-changing decisions. Make money in crypto, funnel that money into real estate, businesses, international real estate all around the world. We got to start being serious here and being high value intellectual men. Mr. Theo Waff, I would like for you, brother, to break down your crypto strategy, how we can become successful in crypto, what info you can share with us that you've written down in your notes, brother. The floor is yours, Mr. Theo Waff.
Sure. So I have a lot of Bitcoin, and I got it when it was ridiculously low priced. So for me, it was just a fun thing to do, and I didn't really pay attention to it. Years later, also, I bought Ethereum, and again, just kind of put it in the back. I didn't really think about it at all. Later, when I looked at it, I was like, "Oh my goodness, it's worth quite a lot of money. It's worth a huge amount." I had totally forgotten about it. So I do have somewhat of a strategy towards Bitcoin. My view is this: first off, you should put no more than 10% of your assets into Bitcoin. Sorry, into crypto. So you still want to focus very much on traditional assets like stock and other kinds of like stock, real estate, but particularly when you're starting out stock, because it's depending on your portfolio, you can get between 10 and 17% easily per year. So that's a conservative compared to Bitcoin. That's actually a conservative area. Where you want to work with regarding crypto is what coin is going to be necessary for the functioning of I should say the crypto market, and what coin would be useful to facilitate business between countries or between countries or businesses. And you want to try to get a coin like that is below $1, because if it's below $1 and then like say it's like 50 cents or 60 cents and then it explodes to $10, well, you just made a huge amount of money. So that's usually what my viewpoint is. One of the cryptos, one of the coins that would fit inside of there is XRP. XRP, as far as I'm concerned, is going to be used very widely in the next 10 years. So why not go ahead and get some money in that? I would, for myself, I'm probably going to move to get about 1,000 coins before the end of the year. It shouldn't be that hard to get. So just giving you an idea of what my strategies are. ADA is also another one that I think is actually very good as well.
Did you say about 1,000 coins of XRP?
Yeah, that's right.
Amazing, bro.
Yeah, but it's actually not that bad because it's 56 cents. So I mean, you get 1,000 of those. I mean, it's what five? It's going to cost, well, with all the fees, it should cost you less than $600. So I mean, if you put that $600, right, and then you just put it over to the side, and then if it goes to $10, it's a huge amount. But then let's say that it's really used as a really necessary part in cross-border transactions. Well, it might go to $100, right? Well, then if you spend $600 and it goes to $100, then you're making bank. So those are the kind of things that I try to look at because I think they're much more relevant. Like basically things like if Africa wanted to do business within itself without the West, and they were doing business with China, and they don't want to use the US dollar, well, what kind of cryptocurrency could they use to facilitate that? And XRP is an excellent example of what could be used. So, hey, that's something to put money into. As far as
incredible. Incredible. So, Theo, I like your strategy, I like your strategy there, bro. Okay, This is awesome. So you got into Bitcoin very early. I want to salute you, Theo, for that foresight. Incredible, brother.
It's just me being goofy. That's it. Just me, like, that's it. I mean, it's kind of the way I look at XRP is kind of the same way. I mean, if you get, let's say you get 1,000 of them, right? It's not going to cost that much. So you just put it over to the side, right? And then you just wait. Because, just make sure you can easily drop $1,000 on it. But you get 1,000 of those coins. It's just something fun to do. If it explodes, great. If it doesn't, you didn't spend it on Keisha, it's fine.
So, there's a point here, right? Because it's very clear that Bitcoin and Ethereum, okay, these are the leading coins, okay? They kind of guarantee to keep on rising in the foreseeable future. The problem is, brother, Bitcoin is 35K, Ethereum is 1,800K, quite expensive, brother. Okay. So people are kind of deciding as to, do I go with safety of Ethereum and Bitcoin, or do I go with these smaller coins? Okay. So I was speaking to a brother the other day, right? He's thinking about, putting 500 pounds, right, into Ethereum every month. Okay. He said Bitcoin's too expensive. He's not going to bother. But Ethereum, he can put 500 pounds in Ethereum every month, brother. Would you say, brother, that kind of strategy where you're still hoping to get into these top two cryptos isn't viable? If you want that big increase, you should put that money into XRP and these other small coins that can give you a lot more leeway. Is that a good strategy?
Yeah. I would say if you put $500 in anything, put it into stock. I mean, so if you're going to choose between Ethereum, Bitcoin, or stock, I would go with stock. Simply because if you're putting $500, for example, into Bitcoin, you're just buying a percentage of Bitcoin. So if it goes up, let's say it goes from 34,000 to 60,000, that's not 100% increase, and it's not going to happen in 1 year. So let's say it happens in 2 years. So that's still not 100% or a doubling of your money. So you're not going to get to $1,000. Whereas if you put $500 into XRP, and well, it's not even $1 yet. So if it goes up to $1 or $1.50, you basically tripled your money. So you could get $1,500. So that's the big thing. I would say at this point, like Bitcoin is almost like a reserve currency
Mm.
in the crypto markets. It's kind of like it's like a T-bill, like a U.S. Treasury bill. Um, it's just something that you really it doesn't give a great return. It's there for stability. Only get Bitcoin if it crashes. So if it goes down below $20,000, then get Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is really great when how do I say? How do I say this? Bitcoin is excellent when governments are stupid and they do inflationary actions or they spend too much. So there's a recession, they do bailouts, they do something stupid, then Bitcoin's going to increase like crazy. This is why I think next year Bitcoin's going to explode. But exploding for Bitcoin means going to like $60,000 or $70,000. That's only a doubling. XRP, you can make by far more. So yeah, I would say go into that other coin. That's just my personal point of view.
Exporting for XRP, bro. Where do you see you said Bitcoin 70K, right? People are even saying 100K. XRP, where do you see it next year when it explodes? Would that be $100? Would that be $10? Break down what you mean by in terms of
I'd
XRP
say
explosion.
I would say in the next 5 to 6 years, XRP, particularly if you get some good movement in Africa, I'd say between $5 and $10. It's too good. It's just the way that it's used. It's too valuable. So yeah, that's where I'd put the money into because it's gonna have a multiplier effect. That's what you want to do is get a multiplier effect. It's like me buying Apple stock. I've got Apple stock, right? So I got it when it was lower. So my stock did a stock what increased to like $700, and then with a stock split, and then it increased to like I don't know, like $500 after that. I did another stock split. I forgot what it was, but it's some sort of crazy number. So the little amount that I put into Apple became huge because it had a multiplier. That's what you want to do here as well. So I mean, if you put the money into Bitcoin, the best it's going to do is double. If you put it into XRP or in some of these other like smaller ones, it won't just double. It's got like 10 to 20 times increase. So that's where I would put it into.
Okay, but brother, so bear in mind, right? Many people's strategy is to become rich off crypto. I'm not sure that a brother can become rich off just investing $600 into XRP and waiting
Yeah.
for it to go to $10 in the next 4 to 6 years, brother. So brother, basically, right, I want 2024 to be the wealth building year for passport bros, where I want to see plenty passport bros getting rich off a coin or two. So maybe, brother, they invested $1,000 into a coin or $500 into a coin that did well, and that $1,000 turned into 500,000. It's possible, brother. It happened with Dogecoin back in 2021. People invested $1,000, half that, they became millionaires, brother. So it is possible. Um, so, brother, is that realistic, brother, in 2024? Or would it take
It's
just dollar cost averaging, brother? Hold on. Dollar cost averaging, brother, once a month into a coin or two.
um I would say break it up. So there's always going to be a coin there that people are kind of talking about. Like this is going to be the big one. So investigate it. If you can get under 10 cents, put some money into it, but you're putting money into it every month. So if you can put like $100 or $200 a month into this, and then do make sure you have your stock at the same time, and then slowly investigate the other coins, the ones that are not known so well, then that's going to be good for you. That's where you're going to make some money. um, and then you just break it down. So, like, let's say that there's, like for example, Chewbacca coin. All right, got Dogecoin, so why not do Chewbacca coin? So Chewbacca coin comes out, and it facilitates what can I say, company to company business transactions, cross border, something like that, and it can be used. At, but basically, it hides border to border activity, so it evades taxation, something like that, which would be kind of a cool coin to have. Well, if it comes out and it's 10 cents um, per coin right in the beginning, yeah, that's something that's really speculative. You don't know what's going to happen. Like Chewbacca coin, really? It's going to be able to avoid taxation. So maybe you just put like $100 into it, and then you just sit back and wait and see what happens. Maybe in 2 years or 3 years, something happens, and then it explodes to like $10. But that's really based upon speculation. And so it's not so much of a long-term strategy. It's a hope strategy. You know, it's like Keisha thinking she's going to get a high-value man when she's 55 years old, and she's been ran through for the last 30 years. So you don't want to have that kind of hope strategy as the main part of your financial portfolio. You want to have the traditional Ethereum, Bitcoin, some of that. Something that's a little bit stronger right now, which would be XRP and ADA. And then put your money into some of these other more newly announced coins and see what happens. Like Tron. Tron's a good example. It may work, probably won't, but maybe it will. So if you put $500 into that, we'll see what happens. But it's not going to be in like a year or two. That's if you're lucky. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah. So I've heard of Tron, TORN. Interesting you mentioned that, bro. I do agree. I feel like I think a passport bro strategy is to invest in a minimum of 2 coins, maximum 3. You want to spread yourself out a bit, but don't be too wide, and don't be too narrow in your scope, right? Personally, I would invest in only 2 to 3 coins a month as a good strategy, just so you're spread thin. So one coin can do really well, the other coin does bad, but it makes up for it in the coin that did really well. I mean, that happens with stocks as well, right?
Yeah.
So,
you're trying to buy it when it goes down. When you're looking for the dips, so when you see a dip, go ahead and buy it. But sometimes on some exchanges, you can, for example, one of your coins goes high, and another coin dips, so you can transfer it over, so that high coin goes over to the dip coin, and then you just kind of wait for that coin to go high and another one to dip, and then you do the same thing. That's a pretty good strategy, but you have to be on it like every single day looking at that. I don't have time for that. But if you do, like a day trader, oh yeah, that's a good strategy to have.
So obviously XRP is going up, ETH is going up, some coins are going up, right? Obviously there's a statement called FOMO, fear of missing out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you buy a small chunk of a coin when it's going up, or would you wait for a dip? However, brother, the longer you wait for a dip, a coin may keep rising until you know, oh damn, okay, what do I do? Or even though it's rising, brother, you buy a small chunk of it. Next week, buy it again. Next month, buy it again. What's your strategy there, in your opinion, bro?
Generally, you wanna buy the coin everybody else is selling, and you want to sell the coin everybody is buying. So if you have that kind of idea, that's Lincolnshire Hathaway. If you have that kind of idea, that's good. It requires some sort of foresight. So, for example, as far as I'm concerned, governments and businesses are going to need XRP. That looks like a pretty stable coin. The idea is great. The way that it can be executed in terms of debit cards or terminals is really great. It can be used in the cloud. It's a good coin. So I put my money into it. If another one, like say, let's talk about Solara. Solara is like $35 right now, right? I wouldn't necessarily put a lot of money into it because the possibility of it going to like 1,000 is low. So I think that's going to be, minimal return. So you put something into it. Again, the fear of missing out, right? The fear of missing out should be more or less put towards the coins under $1. And the ones that are above $1, particularly something above $10, that's where you start getting a little iffy about it. Like Ethereum. Ethereum's a great coin, right? Fortunately, I got it when it was much lower. I wouldn't. It's $1,800 right now. I would not go into it, even though it's a very stable coin. That's just because you making multiples is not going to happen right now. It's just not. It's not going to go like the $30,000. Forget that. But Dogecoin, for example, if it hits $10, right now it's how much is 6 cents, 7 cents. So if Dogecoin goes to $10, woohoo! All right. So why not? Why not? Because fear of missing out if you put it into Dogecoin makes sense. Okay, I understand that because it's a low risk. Sorry, you get for a low money you get a lot of coin, so you get a lot of exposure, and you just have to sit back and see what happens. And if it's something great happens, great. But if it doesn't, $100 or $200, that's like one wasted date on Keisha. Okay, that's fine. I would rather put it into Dogecoin than a date with her. So why not? That's how I think.
Okay, so now there's a huge war between stocks and crypto. Do I invest in stocks? Do I invest in crypto? Stocks, right, stable, but it moves too slow, bruv. And that's a common thing I hear from people that debate stocks or crypto. So, for example, I've got a friend that's thinking of just pausing his investment into stocks and just putting that into crypto until the halving next year, right? He said to me, stocks move too slow. Okay, you want to invest in Apple, that's great. Microsoft is great, but they move a lot more slower, right, than crypto. Crypto can go very quickly, make you rich very soon. Would you say, brother, right, if your strategy is to become rich off crypto and you know that a bull run is near the corner, stop investing in stocks, put your money into crypto for that temporary period, invest there. When your crypto pops off, then start investing in stocks again. Because some people feel can't invest in both at the same time. It's either stocks or crypto.
Oh,
Think about it, right? If you're getting paid, let's say $2,000 a month, okay, $2,000 from your job, right? Your rent is £500 or $500 a month, right? And then you got utilities, that's another $500 a month, right? You have $1,000, okay, left to spend, right? You save half that grand in your savings, you got $500 to play with, brother. Okay, do you invest that $500 into crypto or stocks? You can do it two ways, but again, you want to have the maximum potential, brother. So people don't know.
no, you don't do either. You should put that $500 into your training so that you can get your cash flow up. Because $2,000 or even 2,000 quid a month is one step away from death, from financial death. So you need to get the fundamental cash flow needs to increase. So I would put that $500 a month into training, and then get that up to at least 5,000 to 10,000 either quid or dollars a month, and then start thinking about investments. And the first investments I would do would be stock because it's fundamentally strong in the long term. And so then I would put no more than 10% of my savings into crypto. If you're talking about crypto and you're making like 2,000 quid or $2,000 a month take home pay, that's like lottery. And that's going to financially destroy you in the end. Something's going to happen. You're going to need to get the money real quick. You have to do a fire sale and there's going to be a lot of other crypto traders waiting for you to sell for anything, and that's how they're going to make the money because you're going to be the dip that day. So why you don't want that? You just got to get your money up. Shouldn't have a hope strategy while doing crypto. That's not good. It shouldn't be the number one coin the investment that you're putting into. That's very dangerous. Again, my recommendation: take it. Take you could. I know there's guys who are listening. They're like, I'm gonna put everything I have into XRP, and I could be like, okay, hope things are okay for you. Because that's a pretty big risk. I would be like, what have you done to increase your cash flow now? Are you increasing your skill set? Are you doing cloud? Are you doing programming, for example? Are you doing something else like day trading? Are you getting another source of income that's going to be a little bit more reliable and taxable, but reliable? And then are you able to get all of your bills paid? And from there, okay, so then can you do basic stuff? And then if you can do that, okay, now let's look at crypto.
Wow. Okay. So some people may disagree with that feel, right? Because they may say, listen, it's go big or go home, right? In life, you gotta take risk. You gotta take risk in life, and they'll be like, F it. I'm gonna put all my savings in Dogecoin. And this happened back in 2020, 2021. And it popped off for them, bro. What's your opinion on those who just say, listen, life is all about risk. Life is all about risk. You got to take risk if you want to get to where you want to go to. And the risk might work out. It might not work out, bro. Or are you risk averse?
There's a difference between risk and crazy. So I would say a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So you shouldn't make any policies or procedures based upon a broken clock because it is a broken clock. So just because those people didn't hit it, they got the home run, good for them. Great. Pele was able to get us like a basic, like a football skyhook. It doesn't mean you and me are going to get a football skyhook and kick the ball with our foot in the air, like as we're doing a flip. It just doesn't work that way. Most of the time, if we're playing football, we have to be thinking about a more conservative way of doing things. So sure, you can put a little bit of money into speculation, but it's like the lottery. $10, no, $10, 10 quid, nothing more than that. Put your money into something more stable, and that will help you because in the short term, things happen. Like for example, I have an ulcer right now, or you get hit by a car, or some dog from outside tries to bite you, or something like that, or you need medical. Now you in the UK, you don't have to worry about that. Your medical is good, but us in the States, we have to worry about that. Something happens and there's some sort of emergency. We need the money for it, and if you're not increasing your cash flow, that means you're exposed. So you're basing on a hope, on a prayer, and something's going to increase. Institutional investors are aware of that, and they're going to try to sell you something, and then hope that you sell it at a short. You're gonna short it. You're gonna sell it at a discount so that they can make money off of you. And it's a very classical thing that they do inside the market. So you have to be thinking about a long-term strategy. I know there's guys who do that. I'm like, okay, if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, well, come to our class, go study, put the work in. Because if you think you're going to make a lot of money without putting the work in, it's like the double D blonde thinking she's going to get a billionaire. She's probably going to get ran through, but she might get a billionaire. Unlikely, but a lot of guys are going to use her. I don't see that happening, but more power to her. That's my opinion about that.
Okay. Interesting. So, okay. Um, great conversation so far.
Yeah.
Incredible. I want to now pivot back to building actual wealth of crypto, brother. Actually, so I think so. There's a pipeline here. I'm imagining for passport bros, right? So essentially, brother, okay, you make it bigger crypto, all right? You have invested, let's say, a grand, 2 grand, up to 5 grand. That turns to 1 million or 500,000. Okay. You take that money, you get into real estate, you become a landlord, you're earning passive income. Okay. And you also work in IT on the side as well. So you got two incomes there, bro. Or maybe you don't need to work, okay? With what you've earned in crypto, brother. So what would you say, right, brother? If a passport, okay, I think first question is brother, right? So what, in your opinion, is a strategy to get rich off crypto? I don't want to see no meager, I put in, $100, I've earned 5K. 5K is nothing, bruv. I want to see, brothers want to get 500,000, 300K, 800K, right? How do we get that strategy going? How can we make that big dollars, brother, in 2024, brother, in your opinion?
I doubt it's going to happen in 2024. There'll be some increases, but not mega. I would say over a 5-year time period, if you have a strategy of putting between 100 or 200 either dollars or quid monthly into it, and then you also are buying stock at the same time, you're probably, and then also increasing your skills in IT, then the end of 5 years, you're probably going to do at least one class jump. So I would just say it has to be a long-term strategy. It'd be like kind of me thinking that I'm going to get to 10% BMI within 6 months. It'd be nice, but I don't think so. I had to put in the work every day and grind. Just the only way you're going to lose weight and get your muscles up. It's the same thing strategy for investments. So what do is you want to have your salary increasing. So that's the first one. So if you can get your salary to increase by 50% or even doubling within 6 months, great. That's very good. Next one, if you can get your stock, properly done, and it's having a return between let's say 20%, which would be incredible, but let's say 15%. That's better. That's wonderful. It's great, particularly during a recession. Good. And then you're going to want to have your crypto, and you put no more than 10% over the crypto. If you can hit a coin that does do a multiplier effect, it might be greater than anything else that you did, but it actually is unlikely to happen. But it might. So if it's greater than anything else you did, sure, good. That's even more money. So I'll be happy about it. My crypto that I have is worth more than all of my stock and my house. It's the number one asset that I have. But my policy wasn't based upon it. My financial policy wasn't based upon it. It was just something that I did on the spur of the moment. So it was 2011, I think I did when I bought it. So it's ridiculously low. I would say if you're thinking like that, okay, you're gonna be okay, because my salary is like 600,000 a year right now, right? So it doesn't really flow until January, but it's going back into that. I would rather have my assets and then $600,000 a year income from my other investments and then my salary, and then have just Bitcoin as an option. That's a good position to have. That's strength. You have all kinds of options. But if you're putting all of your eggs into one basket, it might happen. You know, I might make a kid next year with a gorgeous blonde. It's unlikely. It might happen. I don't see it happening, but it could. I've got the money for it. I got the desire, but I don't see it happening. Focus on the grind. Focus on the daily, the process. That'll get you the money in the end.
Okay. So let's say, brother, you get the money. Crypto pops off really, really heavily in 2024. XRP. There's a coin called H bar that people are also talking about. You heard about that before, brother? H bar.
H bar. I'm gonna go look at it real quick.
People are talking about. They're mentioning that. So let's say it pops off, right? A brother's got 500,000, 100K, or maybe in some cases 1 million to play with, brother. How would he now invest that money in terms of turning that money into, always earning money in the future? What would you do, brother, if you earned $1 million? How would you invest it? Would you quit your IT job? Would you go into business? What's your strategy there, brother? Break it down for us. How would you break down 500,000 to $1 million a year if you made that in crypto? How would you invest it?
Well, I mean, if the coin did go up, like say $2 million, right? Again, my Bitcoin's well over $1 million, so I don't do anything with it. I just look at it as being cute. If you got a coin that did go huge and it got to $1 million, you have to look at the factors to why it went to $1 million. So are those factors going to change? If those factors are not going to change, then keep your money where it is, and it's going to keep on increasing. So just sit back, and you have to try to figure out where the peak is. Do some historical analysis of other coins that are similar, and try to figure out when the peak should happen. I would rather sell my coin at 10 points below peak than have the peak happen and it goes down like 50%, and I lose everything, right? So not everything, but I lose quite a lot. So look at where it's going to peak, try to get 10% below that, and then put it into another coin or put it in, diversify it. It matters on where your area is and what the investments are, opportunities are for you there. Maybe it's real estate, maybe it's stock, maybe it's other crypto. But just be smart about it. Get a financial advisor, talk with some people. But you're gonna keep your day job. You're gonna keep your day job. You're gonna keep on working. Yeah. This isn't like, oh, I can just like be lazy now. No. You're gonna keep on going. I am really I'm really big on working. You guys can tell that. For a man, something that keeps men alive is labor. So when we work, when we're active, our brains keep on going. We can keep on making children. We can keep on being functional. But if we start being lazy, if we just get free money, that's when the stupid stuff happens. And we end up doing is just making a bunch of baby mamas and sitting on the corner getting drunk and not doing anything and being a slob. And I'm like, no, I'm not about that. So if I made $1 million next year off of crypto, I'll be like, okay, that's cool. Buy some real estate. That's it. Keep on going. I do what I love. So I'm not going to stop.
Interesting. Okay. So now we're not financial advisors. Okay. We're just brothers with an opinion. So again, do your own research. Okay. I'm going to list coins here, right? Thanks to brothers that have helped me out here. Okay. Shout out to the brothers. You know who you are. I appreciate the brothers for what you do for the brothers and helping brothers become more aware of crypto. Okay. These are coins that, right, brothers should look into investing in. And I'm sure when we do a call in, please feel free to call in after me and Theo react to the clips to share your opinion on what coins to invest in. Okay. XRP. There's a coin called H bar. Are you kidding me? What the flip? That's popping off. It just
What's
jumped from 0. That's crazy, bruv. 0.057 to just over 0.627. That's H bar. And that's part of the whole XRP stuff as well that people mentioned. That's crazy, bruv. How did H bar just pop like that? So into that coin. You heard of that coin before, Theo? H bar?
No, I'm just looking at it for the first time. But it's not the way I'm going to look at it. I got it. I just brought it up here on Coin Market Cap. I'm looking at it from a 1 year point of view, and from a 1 year point of view, it's practically the same. So, okay, cute. Where is it going to be in 5 years? That's what I'm going to be thinking about it. So what I see is something. It's basically like a penny stock. It's 6 cents. Okay, cool. Why not just get $100 worth of it and then put it off to the side? That's it. That's all I would do at this point, because $100 would be huge. So if it's 6 cents, like, you guys in the chat, do this calculation real quick. If you bought it at 6 cents and then it went to $10, how much would that be if you bought $100 worth of it? I'm sure somebody can calculate that real quick. It's going to be a huge number.
Is there a crypto calculator that we can use for that? That's a good point there. Let me see.
Yeah, just a normal calculator. So you get $100, $100 divided by 6 cents, and then you get a certain number, and then you just what is it? Oh goodness, my brain is gone. So 6 cents. So you get the number of shares, and then you say that they're $10 a piece. So you get that the number of increase, and then multiply it by that, and so it should work. So then somebody,
go on.
What? Someone just said it would be $166,000. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So that's it, brother. That's if it went to $10.
Yeah.
That's no way. Hold on, brother. Hold on. So 100 divided by 6. That's 16.6 whatever. Now, do we times it by 100 again, or what do we times it by?
Well, so, goodness gracious, I'm so tired. My brain is gone. See, this is what happens when I'm on medication. I can't do math. The math isn't mathing. I can't get the percentage coming out of my head. Somebody's going in the chat.
Tell me the logic, right? So basically $100, right, divided by 6. Okay, so currently it's trading at 6 cents. Okay, $100. Why are we dividing by $100?
No, because that would be how many shares you get, how many coins you get in the first. You gotta know how many you get.
I'm pretty bad at maths, as you both can know. So $100 divided by 6, okay, and then we got 16.66. What do we now times that 16.66 by?
So you get so you get $100 divided by 6 cents, so it's 0.06.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get the number of coins. Then you're gonna say it increases in value from 6 cents to $10. So then at that point you'd actually get then times the total amount of shares. That's how you actually get the increase. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
It'd be huge.
I think H bar can do $10, bro. Probably next year in the bull run. Everyone's talking about H bar, bro. Why not, bruv? H bar, I think H bar can do it. I think XRP can do let's say $20, bro.
It's speculation on both. So I'd say like put $100, $200 into each one of them and sit back, but then put $1,000, $2,000 into stock market, and you're probably going to get a decent return. Just make sure that it's make sure you're doing both. That's all I gotta say. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
So, brother, do we invest? So obviously H bar has gone up a bit. Do we buy now, or do we wait for a dip that might come 2 months later? Do we buy now, bro? In your opinion?
Oh, it's fine now, because So I'm looking at the 1 year, and it's what? So it was like 4.5 cents. So in 1 year, the lowest it's been is 4 cents or just under 4 cents. And the highest it's been has been almost 90 cents. So right now, sorry, almost at 9 cents. So right now it's at 6 cents, and it started the year at 6 cents. So, okay, that looks like a decent coin to put your money into, but that's for speculation. So yeah, $100, 100 quid, maybe even more
Right
for
now.
you, but yeah.
Right now, bro, or do wait for a dip, or right now, buy it right now.
Yeah,
wait for a dip.
yeah, I put it down. Yeah, it's so small right now. There's no reason to wait for a dip. It is a dip right now because it's down. What is it? It's down 30%. It's down 50% from its high, right? So it's it's down 50% from its high. So yeah, it's no one third from its high. So yeah, it's on a dip right now.
Fantastic, bros. Again, diversify. So XRP, right? We mentioned that H bar. There's a coin called XLM, okay? XDC. There's a coin called
XDC,
ADA Cardano.
Yeah, ADA,
XLM, brother.
Yeah, I did that one.
ADA Cardano. XLM, brother. XDC as well, brother. So these coins, brother, are actually all linked to XRP, the new payment system that people are saying that XRP is the future. H bar, XLM, XDC, they're all linked to XRP. Separate coins, okay? Then we have ADA Cardano. We have Chainlink, okay? Chainlink is also one that I've heard could do amazing things. What else do I have on my list over here? Let me see. Ethereum. So basically, right, if you're going to buy Ethereum, right, I would say you got to put at least 20K in that to have a good run. Because they're saying, Theo, that Ethereum could reach $10,000 to $15,000 in the next bull run. If you put 20K in right now, you can earn some good profit there. But that's a lot of money, 20K.
That's I mean, okay. So, but I would say it's okay, fine, maybe it'll do it. I mean, that's possible. But Dogecoin could go to $1. Dogecoin going to $1 would destroy any kind of like profit that you would actually have from something like Ethereum. So look at something else. Like Ethereum's already rather mature at this point. So, you're not going to have a real multiple. I mean, maybe. You have to have a lot of money to get a multiple. I mean, you can put $1,000 into it, maybe get $1,000 back. Okay, it doesn't get me excited. It's not like something that's $1 is going to go to $4. That's something that's good. You just made 4 times. So it's basically like this. The bigger the value the coin is, the less likely you're going to make a multiple. The same thing like with Apple stock. It's the same. So it went to $700. It stayed there because it was more difficult for people to buy it at $700. So they changed it. So they did a stock split and put it to $100, and then it started doing multiples again. That's the way you want it. You want to do something where people could actually put their money into it. $1,800 right now. That's like institutional investors or people who are in it already. They're going to be making the money from that, not the small guy.
Again, brother, this is my brother's strategy. What's your strategy? That's a great strategy there that we spoke about, and the ultimate guide to giving you a great strategy for your crypto future. Okay, invest in small coins. I would say, right, a good strategy that we can actually agree on for you is invest in H bar and XRP. Maybe if you have the means to do so, put down $500 in XRP, another $5 billion in XLM. Do that every month, brother, from now until the halving. Is that a good strategy, brother? So basically, split $1,000, brother, in those 2 coins for the next year or so, brother.
Yeah, that would work. Look, I just want to say, like, I'm watching the chat right now. Somebody just talked about Volt Inu, which I'm like, why did they call it Inu? Inu means dog. So I'm like, really, people? So Volt is way, way, way lower than a penny. And so if you put, like, this would be like the ultimate speculation. If you put $100 into that, I can't even tell you how low it is. It's at a super low right now. If you put $100 into that and just didn't care, if it went to 50 cents, you would be extremely rich. Just, I'm serious. You'd be jacked. So somebody, I mean, okay, the chat. I'm looking over the chat. Look at Volt Inu, the price of it, and again, it's just ridiculously low. So some guys is good at math. Say the current price, you put $100 into it. How many coin could you get? And then if it went to 50 cents, what would be the return? Let's just do that, because that would be a crazy one. That this potentially could make you into a millionaire.
Oh, will you invest in that field, Boats?
Yeah, I never heard of it before, so I just looked at it. I was like, oh, I should probably log in and get $100 of this. Yeah, I don't care. So this would be like $100. Okay, boom. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, this would be like better than the lottery. You would actually get something good. I want to see. What did you say?
Is it
Ozzy? Are you serious, Ozzy? Are you serious? So
163 million?
Yeah, exactly. Right. So
What?
go ahead and put $100 into that. That makes sense right there.
Hold on right there, right? So is Volt a meme coin, or is that a good use case? Because that can go up quickly and go down quickly, and before you know, you have $0.
No, it's okay. So it's so cheap. Who cares? It's $100. It's who cares? It's $100. Okay, so you don't even care about it. So just put it in. If it goes up or down, I don't care. It's gone. So if there's some reason that it went to 50 cents, you don't care. You just wake up, it went up to 50 cents, and you're like, oh, I'm a multimillionaire now. Okay, cool. All right, I still work, but if you made $100 million, okay, me, I'd still work, but I'd be the company though. I'd make my own company or something like that. My headquarters would be in Maldives.
Brother, that's a plan, man. Like, if any bro, right, makes that much money of crypto, I know that, and it came from my channel. I succeeded in helping out, change the lives of brothers. Like I said, man, no one is as genuine as me and Theo when it comes to helping out the brothers and putting in real work for Passport Bros. We're not here to lie to brothers. We're not here to, be a bunch of dirtbags. We are literally helping brothers any way we can. No one can talk any jazz about me. I've put in work for brothers over the past couple of years. I have sacrificed, numbers. I should be at 100K on this channel, bruv. Okay, if I open up really, I should be at 100K at least. But I'm out here trying to change the lives of brothers worldwide, man. So if this crypto thing pops off and one of y'all makes 100K, 100 million, I'm gonna be so happy, brother. I'm gonna be jumping for joy that we change lives out here. We change lives out here.
Yeah, if that happened, I get it like a Swedish blonde virgin and make sure she was next to me in all of your podcasts. I would be totally unethical. No, I'd be somewhat ethical, but I'd be disgusting, and I would love it. So I just have a great time. Yeah, you could do some real amazing damage with this one. So yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so guys, don't forget IP if you make it rich. Go back and say, yo, IP, because your podcast, I made all that money. So can I at least buy you a pint of beer, some fish and chips? Okay, that sounds good. So have a pint of beer, get some Kilkenny, get some fish and chips at the local pub, and watch some Chelsea versus Manchester. Okay, and call it a day. That's it.
Oh man, imagine I wake up one day, I see my PayPal. I see 100K. I'm like, what? From who? AIP. You made me make 100 million. That's the least I can give to you, bro. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be jumping for joy. But so how does one buy crypto, bro? So what exchanges do you recommend? I know America and UK are different, but for the American audience, break it down for us.
CryptoBase. I think mine's CryptoBase that I use one. I forgot what it's called. I have to go look it up. I'm just thinking about various exchanges. Which ones do I use? Hold on. Crypto exchange. I always forget what my exchanges are. Coinbase. That's right.
Coinbase. Okay.
Yeah. That's one I use. Kraken is also a good one. I use that one too. That's my two. I also use PayPal, so I've got some coins on there. It's easy to buy on there, so I just keep it on a reserve. That's all.
So basically, right, you can buy coins like on PayPal, right? Like if you're Bitcoin, the high cap coins on PayPal.
Yeah. So I have some on there for a rainy day fund in case I get in trouble. I can just get it out, put my money in there and quick pick it up.
Awesome. Fantastic, man. So before me and Phil react to clips and open up the phone lines to have more crypto discussion, in the live stream chat, brothers, what coin do you think, right, is going to make you rich in 2024 that you are, let's say, over 50% certain? All right, because we need to have a strategy here. Okay, we need to start thinking about building wealth, having assets, investing abroad, living that international passport bros lifestyle. We need to have wealth for that while working in IT. So write that down in the live stream section right now. Theo, do you use a soft wallet, a cold wallet, or do you use exchanges?
I use a cold wallet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, brothers, a cold wallet is a USB, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, I got a question for you, right? So, someone puts their coins in a cold wallet. How do you then sell your coins if it's in a cold wallet?
Well, that's not the concern. The concern is to make sure that I can't impulsively sell. So my USB stick is someplace in the house. I actually don't know where it is. It's someplace in one of these shelves. But I purposely hide it from myself so that I don't go crazy and start trying to sell. It's just, it's kind of like the reason why I don't have donuts sitting around in my house, because if there's a lot of donuts and ice cream, I want to sit there and gorge on and get fat. I don't want that. So I keep it away. And when the time comes, when I'm rational, then I can go find the stick again, go put it in there, do the transactions that I need to do and make the money. But it's going to be, if it's like a sell off of passion, that, oh yeah, look, if this is the spike, I have to make it now. No, man, something's wrong. That's not the way I want to do a sell. No. That's highly speculative. So that would be something like I would keep in Coinbase, just do a day to day, something like that. But it's a little bit less money. That's more of an emotional way of doing things. If you're just trying to think, oh yeah, this is the spike, I'm going to get it right now, and this is going to be the big thing. Nah, you're not doing an analysis, right? So my little point of view.
Okay, interesting, brother. And now, the last point here is in terms of, let me see.
Of course, when you look back, you have total knowledge, but I want to say at the time you don't have full knowledge, so you only have like what your calculation or your estimate of what the future is going to be. So you have to make an estimated or a calculated decision That's really a big thing. So that's why I say don't never look at a spike and sell on a spike. Never sell on impulse. It just doesn't work. Because people who are cool cats, they're going to be sitting there watching you, and they're going to be sitting there watching a lot of other people, and they're going to try to figure out how to make you sell at a discount. And you don't want to be a part of that group.
Would you say, bro, right? You can leave your coins on the exchange if you have an extremely strong password, very long, very complex, and also two-factor authentication. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be good enough. Yeah. Well, the reason I have mine my way is so that I don't do something impulsively. That's all. Because I mean, I'm a single guy, right? So okay, so Bitcoin's $35,000. I've got 47 of them. So what's to stop me from saying, like, I'm just going to go cash 2 of my Bitcoin right now, and then just spend a month in Vegas doing things I really can't talk about on your channel right now. So that's an impulsive way of thinking. I don't want to think that way. What I want to do is have a plan that I've well thought out of for a long time. And I've actually talked with people. I've got contracts in place, and I'm like, okay, well, if I cash out, then the money is going to go into this investment fund, not my bank account. It's going to go into this investment fund. I know the broker who's going to handle it, and then going to go into this real estate. I know the lawyer who's going to handle that, and everything's going to flow in this way. It's all set. I know if there's any taxes that's going to be involved. I know I got everything set out. Cool. Then let's go do that. I execute it. Everything is done the way it is, and then maybe I go out and have a steak dinner. That's it. That's all I want. That's a cool way of doing things.
Brother, so right? If your coins, brother, went to 100K, you have more than enough fuel to retire and go right up into the sunset. Maybe go to a cheap country, and you're good there, fuel, but you still want to work. Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. Because why would I want money in my investments to be used to stifle my personal development? That makes no sense.
But
yeah.
It's hard for you, 100K.
I can work
with what you have, bro. Go on.
But that's what life is about. That's the meaning of life. Is to keep on working, to have a purpose. If you don't have a purpose, if you're not working harder, if you're not trying, then you're really just screwing up. So work. Being lazy is damage to you. It's like, how a lot of women say you can do anything you want in your 20s. It's like, but in your 30s, you have to be serious. And people say, no, you have to be serious your entire life. I agree. So just because I have a lot of money doesn't mean I stop being serious. I'm going to be serious. The most that I would do is, I just put my money into different investments. But I would still work to get the kind of house I want. I'm planning $1 million house right now. So I still make sure that I have that, and that's going to come from labor, not from investments. I would still get from labor, a little bit from investments, from real estate. I would have my condo in probably Sao Paulo or Cali, Colombia. And it'd be decked out with probably like Italian furniture or stuff like that. But, it'd be normal life. Nobody would know I'm a millionaire. I'd just be going down the street, eating quesadillas, eating the local food, going home real quick. They got the runs. They ate something strange. Normal. I don't want to stop working. Keep on working.
So last question here, right? Scenario: brothers make it rich off crypto. There's a great woman in their lives, a foreign woman, whether she's Japanese, Colombian, whatever. Do you tell her, or do you keep it from her? that you made off crypto?
I wouldn't say anything to her.
Yeah.
No, I just use my personality. Like when I was in Brazil last time, same thing. I'm making more money. Like I was making more money in 1 month than most Brazilian friends that I knew would make, like in their entire family combined in 1 year, or maybe 3 or 4 years. And I didn't care. I just sit there and talk with them. That's what life's about experiencing and talking. So, I mean, I'd still sit there and go to people's houses and have dinner. It was wonderful. They didn't know I was a millionaire. I didn't need to tell them that. I'm a foreigner. I'm just Theo. I'm just Theo, down to earth. I'm going down the street listening to trance. That's it. I don't care. Oh, this is good, and like planning my life out. What am I going to do next? And how do I study? And I didn't study up Portuguese. My lifts aren't good. I need to do better. Back row. Stuff like that. That's my squat is bad. That's what I'm focusing on. I don't care for the money.
What if, right, you got a foreign girlfriend and she's also invested in crypto and she makes a very big crypto, bro? Do you expect it to tell you, Theo, that she's made up of crypto, or you don't really care?
I mean, the kind of girl that I'm going for probably isn't into crypto.
What if
I'm gonna go for like the most beautiful, like bimbo woman I could possibly find. like,
oh man,
do you have any idea what you're doing? Ah, good. I'm gonna get you. Right? And like, do you want children? Ah, okay, children it is. Okay, bang your brains out. Okay, and then so she has these kids, and we're having a fun time, and we're just like doing stupid stuff and doing TikToks and taking our kids to sports and recitals and things like that. And she's like, wow, it's amazing that my husband just strangely can pay for everything. Yeah, I can. Yeah, he's doing really well in IT. Yes, I am doing well in IT. Okay. I'm working. She's seeing me working. Oh, he's respectable. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe suddenly there's a new school in the neighborhood and nobody knows where the financing came from. I don't know. But, I would just continue that way. A woman who secretly has like $1 million from crypto, I'll be like, nah, I would never be with a woman who had that kind of foresight. I want a woman who looks and thinks, I look good with lip gloss. Look at me.
I agree with
I
that.
got double D's.
I agree with that, Theo. But why wouldn't you date a woman that had $1 million assets of crypto, bro?
Because she's not gonna make kids. Straight out. The more money you give to a woman, the less kids she makes. So I'm gonna want a woman who has a great personality, is fun, sexy, supportive of me, and is like, Theo, I think I'm ovulating. Take me now. Like, that's it. That's what I want. I want a woman who's like, every month she's like, yeah, I can get pregnant. Maybe on the 5th I can get pregnant. Go for it. I got new lingerie. I went to Victoria's Secrets. Do you need some inspiration? That's what I want. I really don't. Let's talk about. Okay, I've got $1 million. Let's go shopping in Bali and then go to Maldives and do this and that. Let's do all these other activities, but let's not make a kid. No, I don't need that.
Facts.
No, man.
Facts. Absolutely, man. This was a great stream so far. So we're going to open up the phone lines after we react to several clips and an article. So shall we start doing so, Sophia?
Yeah. I like what people are saying in the chat. Again, that's the thing about men. We don't care. We just care about her reproduction capability. So I mean, She got a great smile, great hair, and her hips are kind of like doing a little bounce. Ooh, yeah. Boom, right there.
Absolutely. Facts. Facts. All right. So shout out to Mr. Joshua McMillian for the $199 super chat. Thank you for the support, bro. 2 goats in 1 stream equals epic live stream. Thank you, bro. Bro, let's get the support flowing up. Hit the PayPal donations, hit the super chats. Support what I do, man. That'd be greatly appreciated. The support's been very low over the past weeks. And
where's Jay
I'm giving you
Remo?
value.
Jay Remo hasn't popped up. I wonder where he's at. You know, I'm used to his Shakespearean quote. It's just not the same without him.
I think he'll be coming soon, bro. Don't sleep on Casa, future top 10 crypto. Interesting. Okay, we shall make a note of that. What's your thoughts about that, Theo? You type out.
Let me go look at that. So let me just put in there. So Caspa, okay. Oh, interesting. So 6 cents. Definitely, boy, it is volatile. Oh, interesting. It's actually going up. Wow.
Oh.
It's rocketing. Yeah, too bad you couldn't got in on it. So there are definitely people who are going to be making money off of that. Yeah, that's too bad you didn't get $100 worth of that share. So in 1 year, it has 1,400% return. And at 6 cents, yeah, that might be something you put $100 into. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's rocketing. So the question is, how do people find these coins before they pop off? Is there any advice you can give us, Theo and brothers in the live stream chat? How does people even know about a coin called Casper? We all know about Bitcoin, Ethereum, but how do we find these hidden gems that are bound to pop off like this, man? This is
usually usually in the exchange or some sort of announcement, or you just go to Reddit, stuff like that, and they'll be talking about it, or you look at people's complaints and then look at it from that point of view, and then do an analysis. And again, a lot of people just put like the $100 into it right when it comes out because it'll appear to be something. Caspa looks great right now. Yeah, that's a huge return. There's a huge supply as well. Oh yeah, somebody's gonna be a multimillionaire over that one. So if you wanted to put $500 into something, that'd be something you put it into. That'll get you someplace.
Is it too late to invest in Casper? Because obviously when it goes up, you might miss the train, like in stocks.
Well, if you do it right now, let's say it goes to $10, you're still going to be making some money, but you won't make as much money as it was when it was under a penny. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean who cares? It's something, but it's not like putting 500 into Ethereum. You're not going to make that kind of level of return. You're not going to have a 1,400% increase in Ethereum in the next 2 years. That ain't going to happen. Like if that happens, what happened? Like are there aliens invading or something like that? Like has the central currencies just been destroyed? I mean, has gold dissipated or something? I don't know. Like was there some sort of mold and all the gold in the world was eaten by some sort of alien life form? Okay, so if that happened, I can see it like Ethereum going crazy like that. But until that happens, not gonna happen.
Okay, awesome, man. Damn, this Casper coin, I need to look into it myself. Great spot there, John. Good stuff, man. This is why we have the channel, man. Sharing stuff amongst each other. Thank you, bro. Shout out to you. I hope you're making money, John Mitchell. Shout out to Mr. Babatunde Oluye for the $7.99 Australian dollar super chat. Appreciate you, Babatunde. I'm contemplating buying a ticket for a crypto conference here in Melbourne this weekend. Okay, fantastic, bro. But with IP, I'm getting intel for free. Good stream, big up. Thank you, bro. Salute to you, Mr. Babatunde Oluye. Always supporting when you can. Appreciate you, bro. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Ruel Black, the legend. Thank you, bro, for the $777 per chat. Thank you, brother. Love the channel. I understand you take the brothers. Thank you for the kind words, bro. Looking forward to you calling in down the line and sharing your crypto advice. Appreciate you, bro. Awesome. So let's have an intermission here and let's react to some crazy things happening this week. Let's get it cracking, man. So let's go, bro. Let me share my screen. Okay, so let's react to an article first. Okay, in regards to Colombia, and it's pretty serious. And I want to just raise awareness in regards to, what could happen in Colombia and be safe out there. Okay, so let me share my screen real quick. Yeah, you get me? Yeah. All right, share screen, and okay, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Mr. Theowaf, can you see my screen, brother?
Yeah, I can. Yep.
Okay, awesome. So, as you can see here, right, another death of an American tourist in Medellin, okay, Colombia, parties, scolopamine, and the dark side of tourism. So, in this article, right, we have a brother, right, passport bro, that has been found dead in Medellin, Colombia. Let's read it through and let's see if we can break down what's happened here. So it says here, right, in a shocking incident, an American from New York was discovered dead in a hotel room in Medellin's Provenza sector, making a grim end to what was supposed to be a celebration. Celebratory occasion. Okay, the deceased, identified as Johnny Jerome, had chosen Medellin to bring in his 45th birthday after a night of partying at a local nightclub. Jerome and his cousin returned their luxurious hotel room, accompanied by two Venezuelan women. Oh dear. Okay. The tragic discovery was made on the morning of October 31st, literally a week ago, okay, when Jerome's cousin found him sitting in the bathtub unresponsive. The hotel's rescue personnel rushed to the scene where they were unable to resuscitate Jerome, whose life was pronounced extinct by the authorities later called to the scene. The two women who were last seen leaving the hotel around 5 a.m. are deemed crucial in piecing together the final hours leading to this unfortunate demise. Okay, so the initial investigation has shed light on the possibility of scolopamine, okay, huge drug out there in Colombia, poisoning, as a potential cause of death. Scolopamine, often referred to as devil's breath, is a notorious drug known for its ability to erase memory and inhibits free will, frequently employed by criminals in Colombia to exploit unsuspecting victims. While the exact circumstances surrounding Jerome's death remain under scrutiny, the presence of scolopamine cannot be ruled out given its rampant use in the region. This incident also casts spotlight on the darker facets of tourism in Medellin, particularly the burgeoning sex tourism industry. Okay, the city has become a haven for sex tourists, often drawing individuals from the globe to into a whirlpool of illicit activities. Okay, so the allure of forbidden pleasures, coupled with the perilous ubiquity of drugs like scolopamine, poses a formidable threat to tourists, often leading to tragic outcomes, as seen in the case of Jerome. The tragic fate of Johnny Jerome serves as a somber reminder of the lurking dangers beneath the facade of Medellin's nightlife. Okay, the grievous loss of life underscores the imperative for heightened awareness and vigilance among tourists venturing into the city's night scene amidst, the menacing shadows cast by scolopamine and the sinister underbelly of sex tourism. This is a crazy story, and rest in peace
No,
to Jerome. Break it down for us, Phil.
no. Do you want to go savage mode?
And bro,
Do you want me to go savage mode on this? I can go savage
if you
because
give your
that
opinion,
this is
brother.
okay. So he's being an idiot. He deserved what he got. He's a sex pat, and he shouldn't have been doing that. And if you go to another country and like again, two women, really, bro, really, two women. What kind of fantasy do you have? Like I like to how women always say. So why do you want two women? Do you want to Do you want to make two women dissatisfied instead of one? Exactly. So what are you doing? That's not how you do a relationship. If you go abroad, if you go to Vegas, have two women in your place, and you're not careful, that can happen to you. If you go to Chicago, Detroit, New York, Baltimore, Atlanta, you do the same thing, that could happen to you. If you're in Manchester, if you're in Kensington, Kensington's a little, it's kind of like Disneyland. But, if you're in the UK, you do this kind of crap, you can die. This is the way it is in the Western world. You don't do that. And he knew better. So he decided to play a game. He was going after something that he shouldn't have been going after. He's 45 years old. He knows better. And it cost him his life. So be it. I have no mercy for him at all.
Wow. Let me give my thoughts here. I think passport bros or brothers who travel to Latin America, particularly Colombia and Medellin, because this dopamine drug is becoming quite a big issue there, rising actually in Colombia. Be very careful as to the women you meet. Don't go for any woman, right? Vet her very well. Go for classy women. Don't be thinking with your little brain. Think of your big brain. Okay, if it's too easy, then okay, what's going on here? If it looks shady, if she's too promiscuous looking, if she's just looks a bit dodgy, be careful. This drug is rampant in Colombia.
There's a whole series of things that the woman could do. So again, it's the same thing in the West. You have to use the same caution. I use the same caution in Japan. My fiance, she didn't make it over to my apartment until when? How long did I know her? I knew her 3 months before she made it to my apartment. Something like that. So, I mean, you should be dating out in public anyway. You shouldn't be quickly inviting someone over anyway, because you don't know what could happen. You need to actually meet family members. You need to be serious anyway. And if you're going after the box like that, you're going to get box results and things can happen to you. So be careful at all times. When I was abroad, I never had to worry about this kind of crap. Why? I wasn't being stupid. Simple. I was in Brazil. I dated women in Brazil. Did I have this problem? No. I think I dated 2 Brazilians and tried to bring 2 Latinas over to my apartment, right to my hotel room. No, I'm not stupid. Oh, no. No. So he got what he got.
In your opinion, Phil, right, what's your strategy for brothers who are big on Colombia? Because Colombia is a big passport broad destination. Obviously, brothers will travel there for women, some to find a wife, some to have fun there. What should be their strategy, brother, to avoid this kind of issue, just to be, more of a conservative, way of thinking out there, bro? What's your opinion?
Okay, so what you do is you go on to YouTube. Sorry, we can do YouTube, but Facebook is a good place, Reddit, and you go look to see where a lot of black men are going. And then you ask them, like, how much are they making? What are their intentions? And you can figure out what their intentions are. And you'd be like, oh, okay, so that one city where they're all going to, I'm not going there because that's Pookieville. Okay, so I'm not going to Pookieville. So where's another city that I can go to? That's the first thing you do. Identify where the Pookies are going. Don't go there. So Medellin right now is Pookieville. Don't go there. Then go to someplace else. Try to talk to somebody who's established, an American or foreigner in Colombia, who has a wife, who is normal, speaks the language, and can talk to you about where to meet women and how to actually get married. And maybe his wife is actually helping him. Then go ahead and go there and talk to other people who have been there, who had strong relationships and were stable. Go there, actually get some advice about how to go to a cafe, go to a restaurant, have a normal date, get to know her, and stay away from the Pookies. That's where you start.
Awesome. Thanks for that breakdown, Mr. Phil. Once again, rest in peace to this dude. Very sad to see a life gone. But brothers, please be careful out there, you passport bros.
Yeah.
It can be really,
The-
crazy out there if you don't know, if you're not vigilant.
The reason why, again, why this is so stupid, this is, again, why I'm so savage on that, is that there are a lot of good Venezuelan refugees there. We've talked about this on the channel before. So if you meet, you can meet a girl he's 45. He can meet a 22 or 21-year-old. Then so could I. So could you. Meet a Venezuelan refugee who's just totally sweet. You could actually get to know her, date her properly. She'd be enthralled with you, and you could be really good with her. And she would, make you food. She would talk to you, and she'd be like that. Nice curve, nice cup. Just do what I want her to do, kind of breeder that I would love to have. And he could get that. He could have gotten that, and he could have been happy and actually had a relationship with a wonderful, beautiful, exotic Venezuelan woman. Instead, what he had to do, was fantasy, which was stupid, and that fantasy was reality. So, now he's talking. Now, right now, he knows which religion is correct. Oh well.
All right. So thanks for that breakdown there, Mr. Theowaf. Let's go on to the next clip to react to. Awesome. Thank you for that take, Theo. So let me just share my screen here. Let me go to downloads. Let me go to
Theo the Savage. I have no mercy for those kind of guys who do that. I'm just like, why are you doing that? Like, really? Really? 2 women at one time? You don't know either one of them? Do you know their names? Really? Stop it. I didn't even do that in clubs. I've done some crazy stuff before. Twins I've done, but I knew their names. It's different.
You don't. I gotta keep it PG. Oh my goodness. What was that in Japan?
The Philippines.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Flipping heck.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. That's they weren't even jealous. They're urging me on. That's a good one. Anyway, that's for Patreon. I'll put it there.
Hey, we got to do a Patreon for that, brother, please, in the future. All right, so let me share my screen here, and then let me go to. Okay, so let me know if you can see my screen, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Don't trust.
Okay, so let's react to this clip over here, Theo. Okay, so let's go.
What were some of the things you were told about men while growing up?
Don't trust them. Yeah, I agree with that one.
What is the most surprising thing you've learned about men from your experiences?
You can't trust them. Facts.
Do you prefer a man who is a gentleman or a bad boy?
Bad boy. Bad boy.
Is it fair to say women lust after bad boys but want to settle down with nice guys?
Yeah.
If you happen to be looking for a quality man, where would you expect to find one?
Quality man? Church? Yes.
When was the last time you went to church? All right, let's rewind that again. As you know, I've got a 1995 laptop.
What were some of the things you were told about men while growing up?
Don't trust them. Yeah, I agree with that one.
What is the most surprising thing you've learned about men from your experiences?
You can't trust them. Facts.
Do you prefer a man who is a gentleman or a bad boy?
Bad boy. Bad boy.
Is it fair to say women lust after bad boys but want to settle down with nice guys?
Yeah.
If you happen to be looking for a quality man, where would you expect to find one?
Quality man? Church? Yes.
When was the last time you went to church?
So let me explain what's happening here, right? We have a mother and a daughter, okay? And the mother asks the questions first. She gives her answer. The daughter agrees. So essentially, right, the daughter is taken after the bad habits of the mother. The mother has mentioned that she goes for bad boys, okay? She's mentioned a whole bunch of other stupid things amongst her answers. And this is the situation we have to deal with in the West. So essentially, right, a lot of young daughters are taken after the bad habits of their mothers. The mothers are dysfunctional. The mothers are rude, disrespectful. Daughter sees that, Theo. She copies that. The cycle of dysfunction carries on through generations. Us as men, right? We see that. What's going on here? Why are the women in the West so bad? What can we do? And you see why I feel getting the passport is imperative. Not only are the young women terrible in the West, the mothers are also terrible as well. And that kind of dysfunctional attributes goes from generation to generation. What's your thoughts about that, Theo?
Yes, but there's a lot to unpack there in this. So in this clip, they're specifically going for the bad boys while avoiding the good guys until later. This is a part of dual mating strategy. So they want it while they're young and hot, they want to get the bad boy, but they know it's not going to go anywhere. And then when they're ran through and destroyed, they want to get the guy with resources. And they're avoiding church right now, but they said the good guys are in church. Well, again, as Kevin Samuel stated, and as I knew from my own experience, this is part of the reason why a lot of men are leaving the church. So when she tries to go to the church, don't expect there to be men there. There'll be a lot of ran through single mothers, like there are now, who are talking, where's my man? And God's like, it's tough. I sent you your man when you were young and hot. You went for the bad boy, and then the good guy got a passport and left. So you deal with your situation as it is now.
That's a great point there, Theo. And I didn't even notice that, a lot of young men are leaving the church. That's in the West. That's a sad thing to hear. Obviously we know why. The church in 2023 is very genocentric. It revolves around women, their feelings, their needs. Pastors aren't really preaching the word, like it was in the 70s and 60s. And the options we have there as women, as men, right? The women there in the churches are terrible. Ran through, brother. They were partying literally 7 hours before they came to church. And we know if you're partying in a nightclub, nothing good happens in the nightclub. You're kissing on other dudes, you're twerking, then you're in church 7 hours later, you want a husband? This is a joke, bruv. What's going on?
Yeah, it's a total joke, but then also the church is being used in order to coerce men to accept these women. And it's total BS. And it's what I always said, it's like the parable of the lost son. So there's when we talk about the father has two sons. One son said, "Give me half my inheritance." He went off, partied, did all this stuff. He came back ruined, and though the father was happy that his son is still alive, and the other son who was there is like, "Why should I even talk to this guy? Because I stayed here. I did all this work." And the father said, "You should at least rejoice that your brother is back." That's true. From a spiritual point of view, that's true. But if you look from a power point of view, what's going to actually happen? Well, that guy, the son who left, will never regain his position. And the son who stayed is going to basically ignore his brother and continue on in such a way that it'll bring him prosperity, basically because his brother who left is a nuisance. He's worthless. And this is the way that's what's going on inside the churches as well. The guys who stayed there, sacrificed, didn't go out and party, did everything, they're not going to settle for these women who cashed out and come back with massive problems. They're not. They are not there. That is the ultimate form of cuckery, basically, especially if they're single mothers. These guys do not want this. And so the guys, in the end, they look at the situation and they're like, I'm out. I'm gone. And it's part of the reason why so many churches are failing right now. And you have a lot of single mothers. You don't have entire Christian family units. It's because the guys got sick and tired of this crap.
Yes, indeed, Brian. And last point before the next clip, right? You notice how, they're saying that it's bad boys over nice guys. And us as, you know, good men, right? We've been through a lot in the West. We've been through a lot, bro, in terms of, you know, young, fertile, beautiful woman not giving us a chance, going for the tattooed thug who was disrespectful, who smoked a little bit of green, who had no ambition. Now they want to come back to us, bruv. I don't think so, bruv.
Ooh. No, that's entirely correct. And that's how the men should think. But not only that, because they've had that life, they can't accept you or me. It's impossible. So the best that they can give to us is friend zoning, because we'll never have that bad boy feeling, that tingle that they have. It's impossible. You just can't do it. Again, I studied this a bit over the weekend. A hardcore provider cannot be a bad boy. These are mutually exclusive. It's impossible, because to be a provider, you have to have discipline over many years, and you cannot do anything to ruin it or threaten it. And that's why good men who are providers can never be bad boys. It's just the way it is. So those guys got to go to areas where women are thankful to have them. And that's why Passport Bros and this got to keep on going. So I say, guys, be a good guy, yes. Go use your passport, marry someone who thinks you being a provider is valuable, and then you could just, you know, be a little edgy and a little bit towards her, and she thinks you're kind of a bad boy. She'll marry you and make lots of kids.
Yes, indeed. Awesome, bro. Let's go on to the next clip to react to, bro. Oh, flipping heck. Remove from studio. Let's go on to the next one. Present. Video file. And then go on to the next one over here.
You know, do the most.
The wonderful Candace Owens. Let's react to her.
Less. Take off more clothes, you know, do the most to get attention, right? If you think that that's freedom, the idea that you have to wear less, and the idea that you have to get naked to be heard, you really think that's a form of freedom? Because that's slavery, that's bondage. I didn't have to take off my clothes to be heard in society. And these women will realize that when you follow these people that are, you know, self-imposed feminists, I'm a feminist, I do this, I'm a feminist, you hear that word over and over and over again, you'll find that the majority of them are miserable. Look at their lives and ask yourself a question. Do you think they are happy? Do you feel good when you do what they do, right? When you're constantly looking for a dopamine hit from social media because you took your clothes off and you want somebody in your comments, you know, a thirst trap with your ass out, right? And you want someone in your comments going, oh, you slay, bae. You slayed the day, bae. Hashtag Tuesdays, am I right?
Yeah.
And you do this stuff for attention, and you're devaluing yourself. Less.
Facts. You go first, Bill. What was your thoughts about that particular clip?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. A lot of these women who are feminists are not happy at all. They're just not, and they don't have any way of actually becoming happy. Sure, they increase their intelligence, which is good, and they increase their personal value, which is good, but they don't have anyone with whom to share it. So continual independence only makes isolation, and they're very highly isolated. And you know, they go around saying they don't want kids. I'm like, really? Are you a mammal? Not really. So you know what Candace has? She always says the best thing that she does every day is make food for her family. She's right on. She's straight it on. Her feminine. And this woman is strong. She's feminine and strong. And she could eat feminists for breakfast if she wanted to, destroy them at will. So I'm all for her. I didn't like her in the beginning, but now I definitely support her.
Absolutely, I definitely agree with that. But why do you feel like, despite women being unhappy, they're still feminists? And you know, why is that, bro? You know, wouldn't you feel like if they drop feminism, they'll be happier, but they still want to be feminists? Is it the brainwashing, the programming since they were in high school, college? That's why they can't let it go in the West. Break it down for us.
I can't necessarily say why. course, I was a raging liberal for a very long time, and I was like, solve this and solve that problem. Well, fine, right? But ultimately, I still want the family, and I'm still conservative towards the family. A lot of people, what they do is they just continue going in such a way so that they can never actually attain a family, and that's what I think I've said on your channel before. Feminism has destroyed more white Europeans than any war ever has, because there's two methods. First is the women not having children, and then the second is straight out baby deletion. No bullets could do that as effectively as that the women are doing it themselves. And then going around and saying that men are enslaving them, when the reality is that they really need men. Okay, that's why they're miserable. But oh well, let them continue in that path.
Yes, indeed. And before we go into the next clip, I want to say shout out to Candace Owens. If every Western black woman was like her, the community would be a lot better. And I doubt I'd be a passport bro. I'll keep it stacked.
I doubt I'd be a passport bro as well. Yeah, I'd probably be at home. Yeah, we probably would never have met. Maybe to talk about our children or something like that. That's about it, right? Maybe it'd be like some international football match, like some junior league, and I'm talking about how my kid's gonna destroy your kid and stuff like that. That's about it, right? I mean, it wouldn't be this unity that we've got with all these men right now. It's
facts, man. And when I get my foreign wife, I definitely want her to be watching a lot of Candace Owens videos and molding herself around how Candace Owens acts and conducts herself, how she dresses, what she says, her thinking. I want her like Candace Owens, like Cardi B, not like any liberal feminist in the West. I need a conservative chick like Candace Owens, without a single doubt. Okay.
Yep.
So next clip. Okay, let me move this over here. Remove from studio, and then let's react to the third clip over here.
A woman.
Let me answer that question.
Oh dear, Keisha's in the building. Feel. Let's go. This is a very funny one. Okay.
My question was, do you fuck with a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked
is
listening. Because if you fuck with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing this nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This is the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hoes, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got two parents. They interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you gonna try to figure out which lion gonna bite your ass or not? You're gonna be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the fucking difference. Y'all gotta stand far away from the hoes, cause y'all dress like them. Y'all wear the same shit they wear. Y'all listen to the same music they listen to. Y'all stand for the same shit they stand for. In most cases, not you, baby, but in most cases, the real women got too much in common with the hoes. Let me give you an example.
Oh, let me go here first, right? He's speaking facts. Now, notice how when me and Theo speak about the degeneracy and the orphanness in the West, we say not all modern Western women are terrible. There are some out there that are good. However, these good women, right, have somehow blended in with the toxicness and the degeneracy, right, of modern feminist women, to the point where we don't know who's a good woman and we don't know who's a bad woman. So you're going to see even good women, right, walking down the street dressing like 3 or 4s. She may be a virgin. She may have a very low body count. She may be a good wife. But if I look at you and my first impression of you is, okay, you're wearing a miniskirt, I can see your cleavage, right? You're hanging around with these hoish women. I'm gonna group you in with the hoes, and you may be a good woman, and that's a problem there. Ain't that right, Phil?
Yeah, you're entirely correct. And I'm going to give a quote from Danica Marie. Shout out to her. What she said was, what men have to do is look for a needle in a stack of needles.
Ooh.
And they don't know which one is which. And there's too many. And so what I said then was, I was actually on her show one time. I said, I have the non-existence principle, which is, I say that I don't exist. So let's look at all of my friends and the environment. And my friends, who's dating a good woman? Who has, like, what are the information points, the collection points? If I can't find any of my friends who are dating good women, and that they are also having the same problems that I'm having, then it's not dependent on me. This is like a major problem. And so therefore I need to leave that environment. That's what I found in university. That's why I became a passport bro in university, because all my friends were going through the same kind of problem and they didn't know what to do. So most of them also became passport bros as well, all of us in STEM. So that's what I would say, guys. You just have to leave. Because you go to Brazil, you're going to find groups of amazing women. So there might be one bad apple, but the entire store has, outside of that, the entire store has amazing apples. So cool. If you actually get the one bad apple, it's fine. And the next one's going to be good, right? Most likely you're going to only get good apples. Same thing for Colombia. You have to keep your eyes open, but same thing for there. Japan, definitely true. Thailand, without a doubt. Wonderful. Ukraine to some degree. Okay, Czech, I think is a little bit better. So, guys, get your passport. Don't deal with these kind of situations. It's impossible to distinguish between a good and a bad woman because they're the same way. They dress the same. They talk the same. They have the same feminist viewpoints. You don't know which one is actually going to go the entire route through marriage and be a loyal wife. It's impossible to know. So go abroad.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You mentioned Japan there, Theo. Do you think it's harder to distinguish between a good and a bad one in Japan?
No, it's very easy to tell between a good and a bad one. Of course, but I was there for a while, so I learned, right? I know where to go, how to deal with that kind of situation. In the beginning, for most people, in the beginning, it's going to be kind of hard to understand because, you get these perfect eyes and right, 5'3" and she's bouncy. Hi there, right. And so you can't tell the girl has real intention, the girl who's just playing around, right? But if you're there for a while, it becomes obvious who's really into you.
Awesome, man. This is why, brothers, get your passport and go out there and experience and see just how the world really is. You're able to distinguish between a good woman and a bad woman when you're abroad. When I was in Germany last year, I could tell who was a hoe, who was a 3 or 4, and who wasn't a 3 or 4 easily. When I was in Panama, I could tell easily as well. In the West, we just can't do so. So don't play with fire. Get your passport and go and live the life you want to achieve and get. Okay, awesome. So let me remove this over here, and okay, we're going to the next clip to react to. We got a super chat here. Shout out to Mr. J Remo in the building. What's up, J Remo? He finally appeared for the £5 super chat preview, bro. Where data storms, field jets and shields in binary bouts, the cloud yields a stage in the server's lore. With each laugh, his legend grows evermore. Bravo, 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 bravo. Bellissimo, bellissimo.
That was good, Jay. I'm glad. See, I was wondering where you were. So I don't know what's going on, man. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, he's helping me out with Terraform. So, yeah, good. We're gonna use the script tomorrow. So yeah, good one.
Keep doing great work, Jay. Appreciate you. Awesome. So next clip to react to, brother. Video file. So let's go.
About.
Okay, let's go.
So I've posted a couple videos recently talking about modern women and what their standards are and what modern women are looking for. And I've gotten a lot of comments from men saying that they are not looking for a modern woman. They want a traditional woman, and that there aren't enough of them out there. So that had me thinking, like, well, what is the difference between a modern woman and a traditional woman? I wrote some notes here to distinguish the difference. A modern woman is someone who's independent. She has a full-time career. She prioritizes career and education over family and children. She is strong and wants to be taken seriously. And you'll probably hear her say things like, I don't need no man to support me, and never depend on a man. A traditional woman is someone who focuses on family and children. She cooks and she cleans. She knows how to take care of her man mentally, emotionally, and physically. She's graceful and nurturing, and I'm gonna say it, submissive. So, for all the modern women out there, I hear all the time that they want a traditional man, but it's sounding to me like traditional men don't actually want modern women. And I can't tell you how many times I hear women say they don't cook, they don't clean, but yet they want a man to pay all their bills. So I'm just curious, women, do you consider yourself modern or traditional? And what kind of man are you actually looking for? And for men, what are the qualities that you're looking for in a woman if it's not a modern woman?
That's facts there. Absolute facts. I've come across that before I stopped dating Western women, right? When I was going on dates with feminists, unfortunately, I know P used to date feminists. When I go on dates with them, with modern Western women, I was paying for the drinks and the food, okay? However, if you're a feminist woman, and if you're a modern woman, you should at least be going 50-50. But it was clear that they wanted me to pay for their food and for their drinks. So like she said, right, in 2023, if you are still dating in the West, okay, modern women can be anything they want to, but when it comes to marriage and dates and boyfriend girlfriend activity, you need to be a traditional man, but she can be a modern woman. That's not how it works. If you want a traditional man, you best be a traditional woman. I am a traditional man. I want a traditional woman. But in the West, the whole mentality, the whole dating dynamic is all messed up. These modern women are all over the place, brothers, and they are ruining good traditional men. Break it down for us, Theo.
I just want to say something straight out. A traditional woman is by far more powerful than a modern woman. A traditional woman can run circles around a modern woman. She can make kids and she can control her husband. So when we are going out as passport bros and we're actually dating traditional women abroad, make no doubt about it, these women are stronger than Western modern women, straight out. A woman who can actually take care of everything and be responsible for it and be responsible for people, she outclasses any kind of woman who values anything outside the family more. So again, traditional women always will be stronger and classier than a modern woman, period. Again, what you're saying is very correct. Traditional men do not want modern women. Modern women have very little to offer, except body counts, trauma, the need for therapy. That's about all.
That's facts there, Theo. That's facts, right? So, brother Theo, right? What's the message, right, to all the traditional men that are watching this stream right now? They want a traditional woman. What should they do, Theo? Is it getting some sort of rectangle object that can help them get a traditional woman, brother? Break it down for us, bro.
Get a passport. That's the only way. So first, get a passport, but you have to be a traditional man. So are you bringing home the money? Are you a lecher? So you can't be a loose man with your pants and say you're traditional. Ain't gonna happen. You need to have some control, straight out. Do you have discipline? Are you good with kids? You as a traditional man, can you change a diaper? I can, but can you? Can you make, like, can you go into the refrigerator and find the proper food or find proper ingredients to make baby food? Or if a kid is like, if an infant is like, baby is like 3, 4, like 6 months old to a year old, do you understand how to give food to that child? So that's part of your responsibility as a traditional man. You should know how to do that. Can you take the bullet? Can you stand and defend the entire family if necessary? You need to be able to do that. You have to have that mental fortitude. If you don't, then you're not really traditional. You're just kind of wanting a traditional woman, but do whatever the heck you want. And if that's true, you should be with a modern woman because they can handle that kind of crap, right?
Very true, brother. You made some great points there, man. Go out there, be traditional, and make big families. Thank you very much, Phil.
Yeah.
We got 2 more clips to react to, and then we open up the phone lines. Let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it cracking. I got a super chat here. Hold on, brother. Let me from studio. Shout out to Mr. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master, man. I used to bang out Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. You remember Yu-Gi-Oh, Theo?
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh was amazing, man. No, not the actual person, but the actual card game and the anime. Do you remember that, Theo?
It's been a while. Yeah, I remember it from Japan, but yeah.
Oh man. Shout out to Mr. Yu-Gi-Oh Master for the $10 super chat. Hey IP, legendary live stream. Thank you both for the kind words. I'm almost done with college. When I'm done, I will be full-time on my passport, bro. Journey. Awesome, bro. See you and Theo on the other side. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. See you on the other side, brother. Much appreciated, bro. Awesome. So let's go on, brother. So I'm gonna put a video file here, and then let's go, bro.
Why not?
I had that Eastern European accent. Oof.
What do you think on feminism?
I don't support feminism
Why not?
because I think for a woman it's very important to be with a man. First of all, human is human, and second, I was born and raised in a country where women love men, and we respect them, and we want to make their life happier, easier, and we love that, like we love this feeling to make our men happy. And here's a big difference between European or Muslim. I'm totally fine with that cultures, but I don't know.
Why do you think the women here are so brainwashed and they don't think like that anymore?
American ones?
Yeah.
I think because they're like too strong, and to be honest, I really think that American guys are kind of scared of them. I don't know why, because they're too much independent. Like, I can open a door, I can do this, and I'm like, okay, baby, you can, I think it's time somebody.
Amazing, brother. We have a foreign woman, letting us know that she don't agree with feminism. She actually calls out Western women for being overly feminist and just being, taking this independent boss babe-ish to a whole nother level. What was your thoughts about her comments there, for your wife? You go first, there, brother.
I think she is correct. And that's very normal for Eastern European. So I was thinking she was either Polish, Ukrainian, Belarusian, or Russian, something along the Slovakian, something like that. Maybe Serbian. So it's just hard to tell, but I definitely agree with her opinion. And she's criticizing the Western women. Why can't you accept having a door open for you? Why can't you accept generosity? So I live here in Texas, and it's still kind of conservative here. So when I'm at the gym, I open up the door for other people all the time, and the women say thank you. It's the way it is. They don't say, "Oh, I don't need you," blah 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 blah. No, the women are actually very thankful about that. So At least in, I would say, conservative areas. You're still going to get that in the West, but those conservative areas are few and far between.
Yes, indeed, bro. And I love when she mentioned that, you know, women need men. And that is a fact that will always be a part of life. Women need men. Okay. And it's taken a foreign woman, right, to let these Western women know that y'all need men too. Because who built society? You know, the TikTok you use, the Instagram you use, the Facebook you use, the car you drive, it's all been done by men. Y'all can't live without men. Okay.
Mhm.
So I love how smart she is, but she's still feminine. And I love a smart feminine woman. Okay. Maybe with a little bit of bimbo-ish here and there, like feel likes as well. But we can work with that.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, I'll comment on this. So under communism, women had to work. It was fundamental. So all the women worked. And of course they had wars, right? And there were some times in which the ratio of men to women was like 1 man to every 6 women. So the women worked, they had their jobs, they had their cash flow. But again, I've talked with many Slavic women about this point before. And the thing they always said was, I have my job, I have my education, nobody hugs me, nobody kisses me, nobody tells me I'm beautiful, I have nothing. So I will gladly date that man who's a truck driver, because the truck driver and the teacher in communism, they had the same wage because it was controlled by the government. But at least that truck driver would come home and hug her. And the other women did not have that at all. Zero. So they knew if the value of the man, or they were going to have Zippo. And you look at modern feminism, look at a lot of those women have. They have zero. Nobody's taking care of them. Zero. Nobody's attending to them. Nobody's thinking about them. They're going to die alone. Straight up. But this kind of woman, no, she's not going to die alone. No, she knows what she's doing.
Absolutely, bro. And I love how she's called out, you know, how West women say, "Oh, I'm so independent. I don't need no man. I'm independent." So what? Do you want to go star because you can wipe your butt? Do you want to go star because you can brush your teeth? I mean, yeah, you're independent. So what? Independent means you can walk, run, you can drive a car. Okay, cool. Do you want a gold star? You know, and this shows you how rational foreign women are, and that's why I love them so much. You get perfect foreign women, you're gonna be thanking God for the rest of your life, man. I'm telling you, foreign women are the way forward.
Yeah, they're straight out. This is the kind of woman you want around, not the liberal woman in the West. Yeah, she's worthless. She really has no value in a relationship, even as a friend. No, it's just not. There's no value. It's all about her. So like, bye, narcissist. See you later.
Yes, indeed. Awesome. So now let me remove this over here. Spiritual quest, is that a shot at either me and Theo? Because if it is, you're gonna get banned. You're gonna get that perma ban. All right, y'all gotta be respectful up in this platform to our guests here. I'm not even kidding anymore. Right? Be respectful. Is that a shot at me and Theo, or is that a shot at the lady in the that we just reacted to? Can you make it clear, bro? And don't run away. Make it very clear in the live stream chat. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, bro. If you don't do so, I'm gonna permaban you, bro. Y'all gotta be respectful on this platform to our guests. All right, so let's do the last video of our brother to react to. Oh, okay. This is very interesting, right? This is a video taken in South Korea, and a South Korean dude gives his perspective on sisters. Okay, Keisha.
Have you ever been on a date with a black woman?
No, I have not. Because I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Most of them they don't look like good, bro. The ones that I see here, they just kind of look like lower class. I've never been inclined to like see a black girl in Hongdae and just go up to her and get a number. I never felt that. But it's not because I'm racist. It's because like they don't look good. The white girls here, they don't look good either. I live in Korea. There's not many black girls to choose from. And I have high standards, so the girl has to be beautiful, you know what I'm saying?
How beautiful are we talking about? Like, what are the features you find attractive?
Big eyes, small head, nice body, slender, but you know, she got the curves type shit. I see like in music videos and shit, because I listen to rap, they're sexy. And they look really, like, they really pretty, some of them. You know what I'm saying? Like genetically gifted black girls, but you don't really see like the top most beautiful black girls in Korea. What would they be doing here? They in their native country, you know, getting the high value men. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
What is your Instagram ID?
All right, so okay, we told y'all, brothers. We told y'all. Let me go first here, right? Me being in South Korea, I can confirm what this guy is saying. Okay. Passport cis is ignored in large parts by Korean men. The Korean woman is the top-notch woman here in South Korea. And I'm going to make a separate video about this particular issue that I'm dropping very soon. Okay? Passport cis, foreign women, are not taken seriously by Korean dudes. Okay? The women, right, that come here, okay, brothers, in South Korea, these are women that me, Theo, and Yao ain't checking for. Woman with blue hair, woman with oversized pants, oversized shirts, tattoos, piercings. I'm like, we ain't checking for you over there in the West. Do you think that the men in this country are going to check for y'all? No way, brothers. Theo was right. Ramel was right. Foreign women in foreign lands are not taken seriously. Break it down for us, Theo.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know, I'm in a savage mode right now again. So, again, in Japan, let's talk about them real quick. The foreign woman won't be recognized as existing. It would be very rare if anything happened. So, I mean, it's possible, but it's almost entirely impossible. In particular, the ABW will not be recognized whatsoever as existing. And not only that, not only by the Japanese, by other foreign men. So we have no time of day for her. Her beauty going versus a Japanese woman. Japanese women slay ABW straight out. Impossible for her to win. So, I mean, I've seen marriages destroyed in Japan. Like, straight up, because the ABW just looks at, the Japanese woman looks at the black man's wife and says, I can get you, and boom, takes him away. So he's right. He's got standard. The same thing goes for white Western women in Japan as well. Nobody's checking for them at all. They don't care because that feminism, that kind of attitude is gone. If she tries to wear blue hair or red hair like that in the office, they're going to tell her to go home and get her hair changed or don't come back at all. That's the way it's going to be. Yeah. So, I totally agree with this. This person deserves everything that they're getting. What more can I say? He's right.
And you know what, right? I'm going to give Korean dudes credit here. So me being in South Korea, I can see how they, treat relationships. They don't take BS in a relationship, right? That's why I like over here. In the West, right, men are weak. Men allow the woman to walk all over them in relationships, getting into one, whatever. I'm not saying that in Korea. In Korea, these men have standards, and these standards are showing through the woman. Korean women are dressing great everywhere. They look good, makeup is on point. But when I see a Western chick right, in South Korea, she looks like she's in a goddamn Star Wars movie. I'm like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Baggy jeans, baggy pants, baggy shirts, piercings all over the place. I one chick, right, that had tattoos all over her arm and had a nose piercing. She's like a freak. The average Korean dude will play around with you, maybe smash you, but he ain't bringing you home to dad and mom. Okay? It is brutal out here. Western women, they are not taken seriously in South Korea, and you just seen it by a Korean guy confirming that. And I'm gonna drop a video, separate video as to what I've observed. It's gonna be a groundbreaking video. Western women, passport cis, are a joke in South Korea.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I just want to say this one thing real quick. So I'm going to respond to what Ozzy is saying. Ozzy is saying, not even good-looking white women. Look, Ozzy, the best-looking white woman you have ever seen in your entire life is at max of 4 in Japan. At max. That's giving her like 1 point just out of consideration, a consolation prize. That's it. Japanese women will rule over you. They are so hyper feminine. It's crazy. The thing that's funny that I like that makes the Japanese woman look even better is if that white Western woman appeared next to them, Japanese women would say that the white Western woman looks better, which makes, because she's humble, she's not being entitled, that makes the Japanese woman look even hotter. I definitely want to go for a Japanese woman there, like 120%. So, yeah, the Western woman there is just impossible. I mean, yeah, you're right, IP, about this. They don't get no play. They're not taken seriously. Again, as a lot of women told me, it wasn't just that they didn't get shagged for the entire time that they were there in Japan. No one held their hand. No one took them on a date. No kiss. No hug. Nothing. And that's exactly what they deserve, as far as I'm concerned.
And you know what? Right? When it comes to white women, now they do better than other foreign women. Then again, they are simply playthings for Korean dudes. Get pumped, dumped, smashed, maybe a relationship here and there, but they ain't getting wifed up.
No,
they ain't getting that. They ain't getting that ring.
No,
and they want that ring. Ain't gonna happen. They've been watching K-pop dramas, K-dramas about how sweet Korean dudes are. It is false. It's a brutal reality here in South Korea. I'm going to expose it in a video I'm dropping very soon, a separate video. You're gonna see just how passport cis and foreign women are a bunch of frauds.
Yeah, but they have this hope strategy. I don't know why they're there. They don't last that long. They just don't, because they can't get. It's okay. It's like this. It's the ultimate strong and independent. Okay, you do you, girl. You're strong and independent, and no one wants to touch you. Good for it. Good one. That's what we're starting to see now in the West to some degree with feminists. But in Asia, it's today. So, those women actually get to see what the full effect of their feminism is. Isolation, inability to make a family. They can't even become single mothers. Nobody's going to do it to them. They have no opportunities. So, what do? They go back home, right? It's a failure. They weren't able to do anything in Asia. Nothing happened. And then they tried to date Western men. As some of them has told me, when they went back, they said they actually appreciated Western men a lot when they're in Asia, because they saw what happens with their feminism, and that it leads to them being isolated, single and alone.
Oh, you mentioned the Western men part. I'm going to give some intel as to, just how brutal the dating game is in South Korea, and to the point where foreign women pivot towards foreign men in South Korea. But wait for the video when I drop it. It's going to be a groundbreaking video. It's no games out here in South Korea. Awesome. Okay, so let's get cracking, man. You want to say one last point before I?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome. Let me remove this off the screen. Let's get the phone lines opened up, and yeah, let's have a great discussion in regards to crypto. Shout out to Mr. Passport Ready for the $19.99 super chat. Thank you for the support, bro. That means a lot. So we've just dropped one of the best streams ever on the channel, and hardly any support has happened. I mean, brothers, man, we're giving you value. This is free intel. Some of you may invest in these coins that we recommend, may become millionaires. And support if you can, man. Support these important messages. Please do so. Me and Theo, we teach IT every week. I teach Python every week. Theo, cloud every week. We are changing lives bit by bit. We're putting in work. So please support. Thank you, Passport Ready. Much appreciated, bro. So let's get the phone lines open up. So call in and let's speak about crypto. What's your strategy? What you're going to invest in? What's your plan to build wealth? Let's go on for another 30 to 40 minutes, and then we shall end the live stream. How does that sound, bro?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Super awesome.
Yeah, there's apparently Mecha Sugoku.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Looks like there's a guy in the chat who's actually good at crypto. Looks like, so I mean, hopefully he can come up. Because I have a general view of, like, for example, towards stock, I have a general view towards that I learned in university. I applied that view in towards crypto. So if he's actually doing crypto all the time, he might have a different viewpoint, which is fine. We definitely welcome anyone who can teach.
So you learned stocks in university. Was that a finance side you did in the university?
Yeah. I had a finance minor, so I learned a lot about finance, especially international finance, but like stock and how to do portfolios. And I kept that same kind of mentality for the rest of my life, and it's why I say you diversify. You're looking at an entire package, entire basket of products, because if something goes south, you only want to get hit in one area. You're still able to go in other areas. So that's, again, the best solution as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, indeed. Awesome. All right, so brothers, phone lines are open. Call in to speak about crypto. If you know anything about crypto, what's your strategy? Call in. So while we wait for our first caller, this has been an incredible live stream, Theo. I think we broke down Theo crypto to a good T. Yes, I think he's here. Mr. Roel back in the building, brother. What's up, brother? Salute to you. Roel, camera on or camera off? It's up to you, brother. Give me a thumbs up for camera on. Or okay, camera on. Is that okay, brother? Camera on. Okay, awesome, brother. Let me bring in Mr. Royal Black in the building. Let's get it cracking, man. What's going on, Mr. Royal Black?
Hey guys, how's it going? First of all, I just want to tell you guys, thank you for having me on the channel, and I very much appreciate the things that you guys do. And I just wanted to say that right out front.
Thank you, Royal. Welcome, bro. Fire away, brother.
Now, one thing I want to address about crypto, I know what brothers have problems with is that they think it's a scam, right? And I understand that, but what I'm going to show you guys today are cryptos that are hanging with all the regulated guys, right? All the people in stocks that you think are highly regulated companies, I'm going to show you cryptos that are hanging with those guys, okay? And if you guys want to do some research on it yourselves, you can come over to my channel. It's darkhorsewatcher.com. And you can also do some research on ISO 20022 coins, okay? For anybody who's in the ISO world or in electronics or regulation, they know that ISO standards are huge regulation things, okay? So, but we'll go over it a little bit today. So one of which Theo already let you guys know, which was XRP. It's a ISO 20022 coin. So let's see, which one will we start with first? Okay, so let's start with Hedera first. Let me go pop those guys up. Can I share my screen?
Of course, there should be a present option.
Okay. Okay. So let's go look at H bar. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can, bro.
So this is Hedera, guys. Now, again, the ticker symbol for this, it's H bar, just like HBAR. Okay. Now, this is their website, and it says an open source public network governed by leading organizations around the world. The Hedera Governing Council is a fully decentralized and transparent governing body of independent global organizations consisting of enterprises, Web3 projects, and prestigious universities. So here we see Boeing, right? T-Mobile, Dell, IBM, and now anybody who really knows like what's going on, IBM has a huge position, like as far as like finances go around the world. Like IBM controls like more than 75% of like finances around the world, like go through their machines. So IBM, Google, LG, like these are the people that are governed by Hedera, or that govern Hedera, excuse me. And some other ones globally that people might know. Shinhan Bank, they're really big in Asia. Nomura, they're really big in Japan. Wipro, they're really big in India. So this is who Hedera is. And if we'll go look at charts later, but I'm just going to get all of these cryptos out of the way. So the next one I'll get out of the way is XLM. It's another, also known as Stellar, but the ticker symbol is XLM. Now, there's so many things I can mention about Stellar, but one big one here would be this, okay? They have a deal with Franklin Templeton. Now, Franklin Templeton's a huge hedge fund in the US, and they're one of the first blockchain companies ever to do this. So let me read the headline. You can see where the date is, April 24, 2023. Franklin Templeton announces the Franklin On-Chain US Government Money Fund, okay? 270 million assets under management. Now, if we go in here and look at the headline, the fund's transfer agent maintains the official record of share ownership via a proprietary blockchain integrated system that currently utilizes Stellar blockchain for the transaction activity. The fund is the first US registered fund to use a public blockchain to process transactions and record share ownership. Is available via Benji Investments. So this is the stuff you never hear about. Did you ever know that there's a crypto like Hedera that was governed by all these people? Did you know about a crypto like XLM that's doing deals like this? In XLM, there's so much more information I can give you. Like they're going to do the CBDC for the Ukraine. They have a deal with MoneyGram. MoneyGram is one of the biggest remittance payment systems around the world. They even own part of MoneyGram. Okay, so like on and on and on. They're huge. Okay, so then next we can go to Ripple here. Somebody mentioned like, oh, the IMF will just make their own funds. But here's another thing to know about Ripple. So here it says, Ripple starts platform for central banks to issue their CBDCs. So essentially, Ripple can also be like a settlement coin for CBDCs. And I know like CBDCs, right? Like terrible, like we really don't want them, but this is kind of what the WEF wants. And sadly to say, Ripple is a member of the WEF, but that also means that they have really big pockets behind them, right? So the firm will showcase a real estate tokenization product as a part of Hong Kong's monetary authority. And I know IP, you mentioned BRICS on here. BRICS, Hong Kong. Hong Kong is like a really big hub for China. So you can see they're kind of already getting stuff set up so that BRICS can kind of be next up, if you will. American currency is like it's reached its end, I believe. Like, currencies usually only have like 100-year shelf life. So, it's not like American currency is going to totally go away, but I think things are shifting over to BRICS. And here you can also hear and see that they're doing something with Taiwan's Fukan Bank. Taiwan, again, another BRICS area, another big China area. Okay. Another one I want to mention to you is Quant, another ISO 20022 coin. Quant is so huge that its CEO like literally developed an ISO standard. So this is a piece of news from Quant Overledger Part 5. And by the way, all of this information I will drop in the Patreon. So definitely come over and sign up for IP's Patreon. I'll just drop it in the crypto related stuff for brothers. So here we go. This is part 5 of a series looking at Quant Network, where we look at blockchain standards, where CEO of Quant, Gilbert Verdian, that's a really good name to know, founded the ISO standard TC307. Now, did you know that a crypto actually founded an ISO standard? And this is Quant, by the way. Quant's a little bit more expensive. It's like $100, but I do seriously see it doing something like ETH did like many years ago, where it went from like $100 to like $1,000 or more. I think we could see something like that from Quant. And another piece of info to share. This is from the British Digital Pound Foundation. Okay, one of two companies you will notice here that they're supported by is Ripple, the company who is the founder of XRP. Quant. So these two right here. Accenture is a huge bank, like investing place. People say that they may have connections to HBAR. And this is another actually pretty good crypto here too, called Avalanche. I don't know if you guys ever heard of about that before, but again, this is kind of connecting the pieces together. You can see this is a digital pound foundation. A digital pound is basically could be a CBDC, right? Just making a pound digital, i.e. a CBDC. So again, Ripple or XRP being involved as CBDCs, and Quant, their whole purpose is to be an interconnector of CBDCs. Now we're going to go over one more coin, and this coin is like, again, like in this whole suite of ISO coins, you can see the whole connection where crypto is probably going to be next up for like a financial revolution. Okay. So there's this private blockchain called Corda. Okay. And I can show you, this is R3 website. Again, don't worry too much about this. I can drop all of this in IP's Patreon. So moving down, you can see distributed ledger technology. So blockchains are basically distributed ledger technology, by the way. So this R3 Corda is a private blockchain, meaning you can't necessarily invest in it, but more on that later. Now, what is it going to do? Now, what it's going to do is and we're going to read this right quick. Corda is widely recognized as the best-in-class platform for financial services. So see, financial services, crypto is up next because it's permissioned by design, scalable, and purpose built for high value. So tons of transactions, okay? Now, what you're looking at here, all of these companies, these are like the clearinghouses of banks, okay? The DTCC, quiet as it's kept, the DTCC is the person who technically owns all of our stocks. Look it up. Look up Seed and Co. Technically, DTCC owns every stock, okay, in the world. This company, I'm not going to go into all about this company, but just know that they're a big, huge clearinghouse. For example, the NASDAQ clears through the DTCC, okay? They're a huge company that no one knows about, okay? But on to some companies that people do know about: Goldman Sachs, HSBC, SBI. SBI is huge because they're owned by a Rothschild, and that Rothschild owns XRP. He holds XRP in this company. You can check out my channel for information on that. I can direct you guys to it. Just ask me in the Patreon, or come over to my channel and drop a link or whatever, or ask me to give it to you. I can give you the information if you really want to see for yourself. Because if you're like me, I'm the kind of person I really want to see for myself. Wells Fargo, NASDAQ, Morgan Stanley, Credit Suisse, all the biggest companies, banks in the world, all the biggest clearinghouses in the world. Now, how can you invest in this? Because it's private. It has a settlement coin. And that settlement coin is R3's core. So R3 core to blockchain to use XDC as a settlement coin. Okay. So I gave you like pretty much all the ISO 20022 coins. And if I can, right quick, IP, can I just show you guys a few little charts?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So I told guys on my channel that the bull run has started already. And why do I say that? Because pretty much everything I can point out to you is up like 25%. It started 6 months early. Now, what we're going to look at is some of the coins that I just pointed out to you. So here is XLM. If you guys can see on the side here, it's at 12 cents. So you can see since like October, it's gone up from 10 cents all the way to 12 cents. But let's do this right quick here. Let's get kind of a look back to see where this coin has been. Hopefully this is a chart that has a long history. Okay. So last halving, this coin got all the way up to 77 cents. Okay. It's sitting here now at 11. The halving before that, and this is why I like crypto, because Bitcoin halves every 4 years. And this is why people are excited about it. It's like, okay, why do you think it's going to be bullish again? Why do you guys think that? Like, this is why. So Stellar has been around for multiple bull runs. So the last bull run here in 2021, it got up to like 80 cents, right? The bull run before that in 2018, it got up to 85 cents. So this is why people are saying, without a doubt, hey, another bull run's happening. This is why you should invest in crypto. And then this thing has a precedent, right? It has history, previous history of getting to these heights. So that's why I'm suggesting it to you guys. Like it's been there twice before, every time Bitcoin halves. So why not? Why isn't it likely it'll get there again, right? Even if you want to be safe and just say, okay, I'm done at 31 cents or something like that. You can do that, but you can see it here yourselves. Like you can see it here. So that's XLM. Let's look at Bitcoin again, or right quick. And again, I got this broken into halving. Like it's a lot to look at, but the only thing you have to be concerned about is look at these yellow lines. These are breaking into the halvings. So this halving, we got up to like 69K. The 4 years before that, we got up to 17K. So you can see, even though Bitcoin is volatile, its trend is up. Its trend is up. Okay. So here we have coming into the next halving here in 2024, we're expecting it to trend up again. And there's reasons for that. BlackRock is getting a Bitcoin ETF. I know people like, you can check this news. BlackRock is the biggest companies, one of the biggest companies in the world. I could go into why they're so huge. They're like, their CEO, Larry Fink, is a board advisor in the WEF. So he's connected, to say the least, right? But this is why me and a lot of people believe that Bitcoin will go over 100K this bull cycle. And with it, altcoins will go up. But specifically, these ISO 2002 coins that I gave you will go up because, like Theo said, you want to have a coin that has is doing something, right? It's not just like baby poop inu or something like that, right? Like these are coins that are going to be a part of the next financial revolution, if you will. So let me make sure one last piece of information I want to hit you with before like we have some questions or something. So the BlackRock ETFs and everybody else's ETFs, like a ton of companies apply. BlackRock, ARK Invest, Fidelity, like a ton of companies. But a lot of people think it's going to happen now because BlackRock actually applied. And BlackRock is something like 570 approvals to 1 denial for their ETFs. So needless to say, it's pretty much going to happen, right? So that's going to lead to a bullish 2024. Now, here's some information I want to show you guys about 2025. Now, it's going to be an odd headline, so I'm going to have to kind of really translate it for you guys, even though it's in English. Central banks to set standards on banks' crypto exposure. BIS, Bank of International Settlement. So the Bank of International Settlement is like the central bank of central banks, okay? So the new standard limits crypto reserves among banks to 2% by 2025. And this goes into effect January 1st, 2025. So what it's saying is, because central banks can't buy crypto right now, what it's actually saying is, in January 1st, 2025, the BIS is going to allow central banks to use 2% of their reserves to buy crypto. That's huge, bro. That's huge. And what are some of the cryptos you think they're going to buy? Cryptos like Ripple that are involved with CBDCs, cryptos like Quant, which is involved with the British pound, like we just showed you there. And of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, but cryptos like these ISO cryptos that I showed you, because they're the ones that are with all of their buddies, as we just saw, right? Like Hedera. I kind of lied. I'm sorry. I want to show you one more chart. I wanted to show you guys the Hedera chart. So again, Hedera's been up to 50 something cents in the last bull run. And you can already see, if we go back to the 4-hour chart, that it's becoming bullish now. So that's why I'm saying, like, so it went from, since October, a lot of these kind of started going bullish in October. October to right now, it's up to 6 cents, right? So again, think about it, brothers, where like this thing had already been to 50 cents, right? And you're getting it now at 6. That's a possible, like, I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I want to be anybody's financial advisor, but 6 cents to possible 50 cents, that's like, quick math, 6 times 10 is, so like close to like an 8x, right? Like that's huge if you can get money in and start investing. Okay, right? And then let's open up for questions. I tried to hit you guys with all the information. You might have to watch it over, but Do you guys have any questions?
This, again, I agree with you. That's what I'm always looking for is the multiple. That
Yep.
one that does like this crazy multiple and then try to figure out the reason that it's doing it and then look at the historical trend. And if you understand that, it's like, oh, okay, yep, this is going to happen here. Let's get ready. Put yourself into position, get it, and then see about the real trend. So like in 5 years, is it going to have even more multiples, or is it going to multiple now, dip for a while, multiple again? But it's like it has like, say, like, let's say that the ceiling is 60 cents, for example. It's never going to go above 60. Well, then that's just a dip situation. But I don't necessarily want that. I want to have like it goes to like 50 cents and then in 5 years it's $10.
Exactly,
Okay, cool.
Theo.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah.
like when you look at these things like H bar and especially XRP, right? When you think of what they could be, just reaching their previous highs is just the beginning part, right? Like it's entirely possible that they go way past that, right? So like you brothers, you have to get your own investing strategy. But for me, like I'm gonna take profits around like like depending on the chart, I'm gonna start taking profits in the summer of 2025. But I may always keep a little piece of a bag in case of it moves. Okay, like maybe take 80% out and leave 20 or 10 in case it moves. Right, that's my own personal strategy. But you guys have to decide for yourself.
It depends on your risk profile.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold that thought there. Let me bring in a Black Label expert, Mr. Soto Angel, in the background. So let me bring in Black Label first, and I'll bring in Soto Angel at the same time as well. While I do so, right? So how long will this bull run happen for? Is that from 2024 April all the way to summer 2025, bro? Damn.
Well, yeah. People are thinking 2 years, but see what happens is people always think that it's going to go like last year, but every time it like speeds up and it goes longer. So, for example, the year before the last halving, Bitcoin just shot up to 17K and then went back down. People were like, okay, well, they were trying to guess on that bull run. But then the next bull run happened and Bitcoin like was bullish for 2 years and went up to 69K and then went back down. So now I'm thinking maybe it's bullish for longer than 2 years, but 2 years at least, because that's what happened last year, is where I'm going to start to look to take profits.
Fantastic. Mr. Black Label expert, you got a question there, brother? You were in before, so if I go to him.
Hey guys, how's it going? No, I don't have any questions. I came here just to kind of give a few tips for anyone who is out there in the DeFi universes. Just a few easy things that you can do to prevent yourself from making very simple but very costly mistakes.
Okay, yes, please, brother.
Sure.
Fire away, Black Label.
Okay, so tip number one would be definitely do test transactions. So if you're sending money from one wallet to another, you have not sent money to that wallet before, send $5-ish worth to that other wallet. Just see if it gets there, right? Because maybe you copied the address wrong, and if you send it and you put in the wrong address, then it goes nowhere and just lose the money. So send transactions would definitely be the first one. And the next one would be write down your seed phrases on pieces of paper or steel and whatever it is that you're using to store your crypto in. So if you're using like a self-custody wallet such as Exodus, or maybe you're using MetaMask or something like that, right? It's going to tell you your seed phrase, but you don't want to put this digitally anywhere on your computer. Don't save it in like a password manager. Don't take a screenshot of it. Do all analog and write it down on a piece of paper. Probably want to make more than one copy because if you lose it, then you could potentially lose access to all your money, and it's only for your virgin eyes only, right? So don't share it with anyone because if you want the whole self sovereignty thing, then anyone who sees your seed phrase is also going to have access to your money essentially.
And can I add to this just a little bit? I don't know, like you guys is whoever's listening, like the level of crypto, but this what he's talking about is next level, where it's like you don't want to have your money on an exchange. You want to have it like in
Right.
a cold storage wallet, and it's just like a real wallet, right? But it's digital. Um, Most people may want to keep their things on an exchange, but as we saw what FTX, if the exchange goes down, it's now their money and you lose all your money. So it's better that you have it on a cold storage wallet. It's up to people how they want to do that. That is the best preferred practice where you have your keys, you have your money, but for some people to start, you may just want to keep your money on the exchange until you're ready for a wallet. And there are plenty of things online where you can go and say, like, how do I work a Ledger wallet? How do I work a Trezor wallet? There are different types of wallets that you can get. You can also go online and type in, like, what's the best wallet? You can ask brothers in the Patreon. Um, I just wanted to add that so people know that that's a little bit next level, but that's a best practice.
Yeah,
What
that was
about the?
actually
Sorry, brother.
right.
What about a hot wallet instead of a cold wallet as well? Is that also a good option? A hot wallet?
Go
Yes.
ahead, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, having a hot wallet, or you said a hot wallet, or did you say a cold wallet?
A hot wallet where it's actually an app where it's separate from the exchange, but you transfer it to the hot wallet on the app.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, in best practice, you'd probably want to use a cold wallet, but if you're just starting out, using a hot wallet, or if you are doing something a little bit more risky, then maybe you'll have more than one hot wallet. Maybe you'll have many, right? So if I'm doing some using some new token on a website that I've never used before, maybe I don't want to use the same wallet where I have all of my funds. I make a separate wallet just for interacting with this other DeFi exchange that I'm using, so that if something bad happens, I'm limited in. I only risk the money that I had in that wallet. I didn't risk all of my money at once. So yeah, you can use a hot wallet to 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 interact with different websites. But in best case, you probably want to use a cold wallet once you start getting like a little bit more substantial gains.
Awesome, fantastic, man. Mr. Saito Angel, you wanna chime in here, brother?
Hello, brothers. Can everybody hear me all right?
Yes, loud and clear. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, brothers. I appreciate you, IP, for bringing this stream. It's very important for brothers to find another source of income that is available to everyone. And all you need is a brokerage account, um, or open up an account in an exchange. Um, you open up your cold wallets, hot wallets, and you store your private keys securely. Um, we got brothers in the Discord making anywhere from 5, 6, 7 figures, starting with 300 to $5,000 initial investment. And I just have some statements to expound on the strategies that have been back tested for great returns in the markets across the that are available.
Please do, brother. Fire away.
So my strategy is very simple. It's volume weighted average price, time weighted average price, and the Hunt volatility funnel method these are strategies that have been back tested by veteran traders, even novice traders that start out and try to get a grasp of trading. And so, briefly, with volume weighted average price, volume precedes price. And so, we're having big institutional players and retail investors all buying all the coins that these brothers have mentioned, you know, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XLM, all these coins that brothers have been talking about. There is massive buying volume from institutions and retail investors. And so the reason we're seeing these price changes to the upside because more clarity is coming or is being set in these crypto assets. And so institutional buyers that are aware and are diving more research into these crypto assets are investing and putting their money to work and exploring the different opportunities to use this in real world application in the digital world and connecting to the real world. And so volume weighted average price, you're seeing all this volume coming in, and that's why we're seeing these prices, 5, 10, 15, 20% price gains within a few weeks and months. Now, volume weighted average price can be on multiple time frames, anywhere from the 1 minute all the way up to the monthly and yearly charts. And so this indicator, if you're able to get a grasp of this indicator, you could play both sides of the trade on the short term and long term, right? Um, now, time weighted average price. Now, let's say you're not a short term investor, you got a time horizon, right? Black Rue was talking about earlier about the 4-year halving cycle. Now, this cycle is very, very vital in timing, right? Timing is everything. Time weighted average price, right? IP earlier was talking about investing $1,000, in say XRP. Um, so, in this kind of idea of time weighted average price, you're taking that $1,000 and you're making an incremental dollar cost average strategy within a certain time period. Now, that could be anybody's own personal preference. And with that, let's say with $1,000, you split it 10 ways, that's $100. Up to the individual, whether it's weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever you decide. If you dollar cost average into an asset long enough and you believe in it with the network effect and all the developments coming together, within a year, year and a half, 2 years, you should see some price gains depending on what part of the market you're in. There's bull cycles and there's bear cycles. And if you're on the right side of the trade, you'll see returns going on the upside and going on the downside. A lot of people are used to bag holders or, buy and hold. That's not the only strategy out there, right? Nobody's obligated to hold forever. You have the freedom to buy and sell whenever the market is in your favor. And when it's not in your favor, a good tip is to cut your losses quickly, regroup, re strategize, and look for the next opportunity. So that's time weighted average price, briefly. The hunt volatility funnel method is a method more advanced where it puts you in front of expansive moves in the market. And when you recognize these expansive moves, and just to throw out some indicators, head and shoulders pattern, inverse head and shoulders, when you're early on this move, you could see really expansive price movements in stocks, crypto, and even forex. But crypto specifically, man, you don't see price changes like this ever in the stock market. Brothers were mentioning earlier how the stock market is too slow. You know, you really if you invested in Amazon, Apple, any of the Magnificent Seven stocks, you had to get in early to at least make six figures within 10, you know, 10 years. Crypto, I've witnessed and I've done it myself, executed, make turning 4 or 5 figures into 6, 7 within
Damn.
less than 2 years, you know. And so this is very real and it's out there. You just gotta be focused, pay attention, and recognize the strategies and expansive moves before they happen. Those top three strategies have been back tested, and many traders are using them to make profits, whether it's short term or long term. Um,
Amazing.
that's all I really
Thank you.
gotta say. If anyone got questions or want to continue, go for it, bro.
I got a question here. Okay. And this is more in terms of, okay, so I think a good strategy, right, is to pick. Why am I hearing background noise? Is that me? Okay, that was Black Label Expat. So, okay, so I got a strategy here, right? I think, right, brothers should pick 2 or 3 coins to invest in and dollar cost average once a week, once a month, okay, from now until the halving or for the next year or so. However, you want to make sure that you invest in the right coins. Because you can pick 3 coins, but they may be the worst coins ever. You make no profit. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, brothers, right? If you were going to invest in 3 coins, only 3 crypto coins, can you tell us which 3 crypto coins you are going to invest in? Okay. Let me start first with Mr. Rel Black. Brother, what 3 coins would you invest in?
That's a hard question. I guess if I gun in my head, I guess XRP, H bar, and Quant would be mine.
Interesting. Can I ask you why you chose those 3, brother, one by one?
Yes, XRP is kind of the writings. Like, can I pick 4?
Go pick. Okay, one more.
XLM. Why XRP? We can see Ripple, like a Rothschild owns it, and that's provable. Um, and they're getting in with all of these banks. They're a member of the World Economic Forum. They are, they're hanging with all the big money. So the big money is incentivized to make their money grow. Um, yeah, it's too much to put in like a 2-minute blurb. Uh, Same with XLM. Like I just showed you guys where they're in on a U.S. fund, a U.S. regulated fund, but you never hear anything about that, right? They have deals with MoneyGram. You never hear anything about that, right? They're working on CBDCs for the Ukraine. Like, they're already in with the people that run our world. Same thing with Hedera. Same thing with Quant. Like the writing's on the wall that they're already in the infrastructure. So why not invest in them?
Follow-up question there, Roll back. What one coin do you think, right, has the highest upscale where it could make you very wealthy in the next year or 2?
Well, you say one. I'm gonna pick 2. It's gonna be XRP and H bar. Just the people I see H bar getting together with, and the people that I see XRP getting involved with, like those 2. Like I don't think there's a cap for, like, it's crazy. Like some of the price predictions I've seen for XRP, and I thought they were pie in the sky until I saw that whole thing about central banks being able to invest in crypto in 2025. That was the key for me, because you don't need to involve anyone else in it. It's institutional money. It's central bank money. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, hey, I got to go convince this guy to go buy crypto. The central banks are going to put their money into these things. Okay. So why why wouldn't I want to own it?
Amazing. Fantastic, bro. And it's not too late to invest in either of those coins. You should get in right now and start investing. Is that what you would say, Roel?
I would say that. I'd say like XRP is kind of high right now, but if you don't own any, I would say to just buy some and dollar cost average right now, because it's at 71 cents, but which is pretty high. But honestly, just buy some and then dollar cost average when it goes back down at some point. And then H bar being at 6 cents, it's pretty like that's a bargain, right? When you look at some of the people that they're involved with, some of the things that they're connected to, it's almost a no brainer. Not financial advice, but you saw the list of companies they were involved with: T-Mobile, Google, IBM, like the biggest companies in our world, right? Like literally. So, like, how does something like that? I don't see something like that failing.
Amazing. Thank you, bro. Fantastic. So let me go to Mr. Black Label Expat, brother. Now, give me 3 coins, brother, that you would invest in, right? And tell us why.
Yeah, sure. So I'd probably go Ethereum, ILV, and PLS, which is short for Pulse Chain. And the reason being is because I know you guys talked about Ethereum before, where it's probably not going to be, I don't know, the 10,000x that everyone's hoping it to be. But I don't know. I kind of see it as like a profile anchor, and kind of like a bar to like. I'm probably not going to invest in a coin that is not going to outperform Ethereum, or at least I have to think that it's going to outperform Ethereum. So in my mind, a lot of times it kind of just plays just to bet on Ethereum too, because it's going to it's kind of like the easy shot that it's the more it's from a probability standpoint, you're going to make gains anyway, rather than just taking a shot on something that it might do well, it might not do well. So that's kind of like my thought for Ethereum. ILV is kind of like my GameFi kind of play. It was made by it was made by a bunch of people, but the notable people was made by the Warwick brothers, who are they were also involved with creating what was it called, Synthetics and Curve. So they're kind of like the OGs of staking and yielding. And then on top of that, it's when you look at the game, it's kind of like Pokemon, but they kind of use NFTs as kind of like I guess you could say that the trading cards from Pokemon. So you would like battle these like monsters, and you kind of have like this digital scarcity where there's only so many in existence, and they're fleshing it out pretty well. If you ever decide to Google Illuvium. And then PLS was made by the creator of Hex, who was that token was one of the 5 tokens that did like a 10,000x. The other ones being Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Shiba Inu. And then now he made his own ecosystem. So now there's going to be like more than one product that he's going to put out, and so that no one has to rely on Ethereum, because there were some problems with Ethereum that the only way to fix it was just to essentially make a new chain. So those would be the 3 plays I would go for.
Interesting. You said TLS or PLS?
PLS for Pulse Chain.
Awesome, bro. So out of those coins, brother, which one coin do you think will give you the most upscale to make you rich and wealthy, brother?
I would say, if no one really knows the future, but if I had to bet, it's probably going to be PLS, simply because most L1s when they launch, and when I say L1, I mean most new chains that launch typically will have like a 300x on average. So that's gonna from a probability standpoint, probably be the highest gain.
Okay, awesome, bro. Thank you very much, Mr. Black Label Expert. Mr. Salto Angel. Okay, brother. 3 coins that you would definitely invest in, right? And tell us why.
Well, brother, the ones that I would choose out of 3 that I'm actively investing in is Bitcoin, uh, XRP, and HBAR. Now, the reasons I chose these 3 that I'm actively investing, um, Bitcoin is ever since MicroStrategy um, started the Bitcoin strategy in August of 2020. That's have that's set like that's set it in stone that it's an institutional grade asset. Now, if any brothers are aware, you know, that stock has been outperforming every other stock since August of 2020. Even all the tech stocks, even the S&P, that stock has been just phenomenal returns if you were one of the early ones to catch on and start investing. And so Bitcoin, I mean, with these ETFs, Black Roo was mentioning about the spot Bitcoin ETFs coming up. Those deadlines are around the corner, and even Ethereum ETFs are set to be approved as well. It's all floating out there, and institutional grades are reviewing these ETFs for approval. And once that gets approved, bro, the amount of monies is unimaginable that's going to be flowing into these crypto assets, right? Now XRP and HBAR, as Black Roo and and IP and brothers have been mentioning, it's part of the ISO 2022 tokens, and as well, they're finding use cases, to implement it in their economies for faster, um, paperless payments. You know, I mean, I don't know if brothers, have done a transaction on the Ripple XRP network, but brother, I could send any amount of value on XRP for fractions of the penny, and it'll arrive in your wallet instantly. Like this payment platform, it's I don't think a lot of people are ready, and they dropped the cases, against Ripple, and nations are starting to add it to their crypto assets regime to start implementing it into their economies, and HBAR is on that list as well. Now, HBAR is 6 cents, right? It goes to $1. That's a good return on your money if you're investing in HBAR. XRP, like Black Root said, it is a little expensive right now. We have seen it touch back up close to 80 cents, just about. We actually hit 80 cents earlier this year once, and now it's retesting that level again. And with what's coming ahead, bro, I would not be surprised if we see past $1, and beyond. And so these 3, um, among others, are what I'm actively investing in and trading in real time.
Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. And which one, brother, do you feel is going to give you the most upscale in terms of wealth and making you rich, bro?
Well, out of the 3, HBAR seems like the one that is the cheapest right now and has a more upside on your investment than, say, Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's at 30,000. But yeah, out of those, I try and believe HBAR has opportunity to really up your initial investment,
Awesome. Thank you, bro. And last but not least, Mr. Waff, before we end the stream, brother.
I like the advice that I'm hearing here. So I H bar XRP, XLM. That's probably where I would go as well. But really good advice. I was definitely taking notes. I was actually doing my research while this was going on. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should put $1,000 into some of these. Maybe I should drop $1,000 here, $1,000 there. So I think what the gentleman's name was Urel. Is that correct?
Yes.
Urel, your advice was great. So it was things I really wasn't thinking about. So that was good. I learned something. I was like, all right.
No problem. I learned from you and IP like multiple streams, so I'm giving back.
Thank you. Yeah, so I might December's gonna be a pretty good payday. I'll probably get like a $10,000 or $15,000 bonus. I might put a little bit over to the side. Like, all right, let's just drop something here. It's good. It's Keisha or this. All right, no, better than Keisha. Let's see what happens. I might be able to buy somebody. I don't know. Let's not go there. But I might have a lot of fun with this. So again, good stream. Learned a lot, and looking forward to next week.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Fearwath. Lovely having you here, brother. We shall see you next week, brother. Appreciate you, bro.
Yep.
So any closing statements? We'll go first with Mr. Royal Black. Any closing statement, bro?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on. If you guys want to learn more, you can come by my channel, www.darkhorsewatcher.com, or YouTube at Black Rue. Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, IP, and I hope that I provided something to you, brothers. I am in IP's Patreon, really great value. I'm in the Discord, so if anybody has any questions, you can holler at me over there. I also have a X account, so at Black Rue. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, Black Raw. We shall speak soon. Thank you very much, brother. Awesome. Mr. Black Label Expert, any closing statements, bro?
Yeah, it's a great stream as usual. I will close by giving one last tip, which is if you're in a Discord or Telegram for like some sort of crypto project, and you get like a random DM, 99% it's probably some sort of scam.
Awesome. Thanks for letting us know, Mr. Black Label Expert. It's good to see you again, brother. Hope all is well. We shall speak soon. Thank you, bro. Awesome. Mr. Salto Angel, any closing statements there, bro?
Yes, bro. I want to appreciate you, IP Theo, for bringing this stream. Giving knowledge out so brothers can be more aware and explore different avenues of income. I would really like to encourage brothers to, do their research, look into these coins. There's potential to make some profits. Whether you're starting with a small investment or a large investment, there's money to be made. You gotta be on the right side of the trade and lock in your profits. If you believe for in the long term, every halving cycle is a exponential price higher. We rarely see previous cycle price levels for very long periods of time. And so encourage brothers to get involved, do their research, due diligence, and enjoy the profits. You brothers have a good night.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Mr. Salto Angel. Appreciate you, brother. We shall speak soon. Thank you, bro. Trust Truth, turn your camera on in the background. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to speak, brother. We're going to end the stream literally very soon, brother. You just popped in late. You've confirmed. Thank you, Trust Truth. Let's bring you in, brother. Turn your camera off. Turn it off. Shout out to Mr. Technor for the $5 super chat. Appreciate the support, brother. Salute for the gems. Salute. Thank you both for the support. Much appreciated, Technor. Awesome. So one more call and that's it. Fire away, Mr. Trust Truth. How you doing, bro?
Hold on. Can you hear my YouTube? We'll need to stop.
Yes, but I hear you loud and clear, brother. Fire away, bro. No, I don't hear you, YouTube, bro. I only hear you. Are you there, bro? All right, you there? Hello? Mr. Chachi, are you there? All right, bruv, I need to go, yeah? We'll speak soon, brother, okay? I can't hear you. So, Mr. Your wife, any closing statements, bro? You good?
No, I'm good. Had a good time. Learned something, and then we're definitely putting some investments. So good. Good ideas. I'll be looking for a Chewbacca Inu coin pretty soon.
Oh man!
And,
shout, go on, bro.
Good job again. 안녕하세요. I hope you enjoy where you're at, and I'll see you back in the West next week.
See you next week, brother. Take it easy, Theo. Thank you, bro, for the support.
Yeah, see you.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. All right. So, brothers, thank you. Shout out to brothers who chimed in and called in. Great stream. Shout out to Rel, shout out to Angel, Theo, Black Label Expat, all the brothers who chimed in. Thank you very much. Much appreciated for the support. Shout out to Aaron for the £7.75 PayPal donation. Appreciate Aaron for the support. Much appreciated, bro. All right. So, brothers, yeah, I need to go. It's been a pleasure speaking to all you brothers, and I will see you brothers very soon. Book your IT consultations, join the Patreon, get on the IT mentorship plan on the Patreon, cop the merch, and I'll see you brothers on the next video. Peace out, brothers. Thank you very much. Peace.